Hey, what's going on, Klein and Ellie?
Are you ready?
Hello, Klein and Ellie, you little bitch.
Klein and Ellie, it's just okay. Do-do-do.
Just don't let things bother you too much.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, Sweet David Snake, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Ellie show.
Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous K-Rock.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to your Tuesday on KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show, as the text line is pointing out, and you can also get involved with the show at 800-520-1067. We are the last people on the planet that should be complaining about labeling, considering Omar has eaten dog food accidentally, thinking it was human food.
It wasn't clear. There was a big chicken breast on the package. The dog was small on it.
And Klein has drank 5-hour energy because he thought it was sleepy time drink because it was purple. So clearly it doesn't matter what they call non-alcoholic beer. You guys, you idiots, will still figure out a way to mess it up. So thank you, text line, for keeping us honest.
Am I the only one that has eaten all the things that were intended?
No, you went out and bought a bunch of non-alcoholic tequila for a party. And
no, it was beer, but it was, yes. I did get 2 different brands, and they were delicious, but it didn't get us drunk. But another person on the text line said that they intentionally mix non-alcoholic with alcoholic beer at parties to make sure that their guests don't get super wasted and sleep over or throw up in his bathroom.
Wow. I mean, that is next level.
Would you be mad knowing that half the beers you drank were not alcoholic?
Yeah, it'd be like someone trying to give me decaf coffee and being like, I just don't want you to get too out of control here. Just gonna throw some decaf your way.
Yeah, but then you're not drunk enough to really brawl the person.
I know. Oh, I would so fight you right now.
If I was more drunk and belligerent.
I'm not angry. No one's finding me attractive. What's going on here? That's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
Decent show planned for you today. We will get you on that standby boarding list, send you to go see... where are we sending them to go? Sombra, that's right. In England, we'll send you there. And also, we have for you tickets to go to Netflix as a Joke, John Mulaney. And speaking of John telling jokes, Postmaster Johnny is going to work out some of his material. He's going to be doing stand-up for the first time ever this Friday at Jake the Nerd's Comedy Show. It's a totally free show. I don't even know why Jake's talking about it, but Johnny will be doing 5 minutes, a tight 5. And he'll be trying out some of his material today that we've written for him. It is very edgy stuff.
Oh, good. At least it has a direction. Because yesterday he was like, I'm just going to say nothing and wing it.
Yeah, well, we decided that's not going to work. So we've written Johnny some jokes. Very edgy stuff. It could get him canceled, but he'll be doing the jokes for the very first time live on K-Rock a little bit later this morning.
I think Johnny feels that if he just asks a lot of questions, that he's doing content.
Right. Yes, and he'll learn the hard way.
There's a dead end fast when you go with that method.
All the details, I'm sure, up on our socials if you want to be a part of that. And in honor of Women's Month, we will be doing, instead of Man vs. Machine today, where we battle AI, we'll be doing our very first round of Women vs. Machine. Woman versus machine, as we figure out if we can get inside of the brain of actual women or AI. Who will do better, Allie? These are questions that you as a woman should answer well.
Are they questions like, what is the most discreet way to buy tampons?
How did you know?
Oh,
Every question is about tampons. No. It's a lot of questions about being cold and a lot of questions about having emotional mood swings and stuff like that.
Oh, got it.
Real
so
women
just
stuff.
things that are insulting for women?
That's right.
Got it.
Cooking tips?
Cooking tips,
sandwiches.
You better believe it.
Okay.
No, we don't know what the questions will be.
How do you stretch $1? Because you'll need to.
Get to that. This first band we play you this morning, as you may recognize, was recently on Saturday Night Live, and one of them was wearing my coat. And it's time for Gorillas now on K-Rock.
Look at me.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on K-Rock. K-Rock. Yeah! K-Rock.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. If you'd like an easy $100 of Allie's money, now would be a great time to call us at 800-520-1067. 5 questions about stuff happening in the world. And do better than Allie, and she will instantly give you her money. Begrudgingly, but she will still give you her money.
I do everything begrudgingly.
There's not one thing on the show I think any of us do willingly. We're all doing stuff because we are either forced to do it, peer pressured into it, or we lost a bet.
All things begrudgingly.
So enjoy your commute this morning while our lives get worse. That seems to be a common theme around here. And if you'd like Allie's money, it starts with that, and then we got tickets for you later this morning. You know, yesterday I finally remember when my wife's car got stolen while we were live on the air, and then some listeners found it in Koreatown, and then we got it back. Yesterday was finally the day that I had dropped it off to get all of the wires they ripped out, because that's the big thing.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of time past that.
Yeah, because I had to get insurance involved and do a police report, and it was a whole annoying, me, but paperwork. There's nothing I hate more than paperwork, to the point where I got to do the math in my head and go, how much paperwork is it going to be versus how much money? And at some point I go, it's just not worth the paperwork. But once it got into the thousands of dollars to fix wires, I was like, I got to fill out paper now. I hate doing it. But
and is it physical paper or is it that e-signature crap?
Combination of both.
Because they're both annoying for different reasons.
You got to get a notary involved. I mean, it's all
damn.
It's all of the annoying parts of it. Yeah, because and I don't even understand that system, because the notary is basically like saying, I swear, no crossies, I promise. And then some guy just stamps it and goes, all right, I saw this person swore.
Right.
Because that's all you're basically saying. With
it's just witnesses. That's the most useless job, right? It's just your eyes.
Yeah, and I don't know why a guy that puts a magnet on his car that says mobile notary is like some sort of a moral authority.
We all can be a mobile notary.
Right. Is that...
Just like we can all officiate a wedding. It takes no skill.
Right, but there's certain people that actually are good at it, and then there's the people that went online Omar and got qualified in 15 minutes.
The people that are really good at it are the ones that wear that little thing over their finger so that they can flip through the pages.
Oh, right, the page flip finger thing. They put the thing on. You're like, I thought you were just supposed to lick your finger. Or you have a special thing to put on?
They're like, I do this too much. I can't lick my finger. I have to wear a finger.
So I had to go into the place and drop it off, because they basically said that when they went to steal the car, the first thing they did, I guess, or I don't know, the first thing they do is steal the car, but the second thing they do is, I guess, they ripped all the wires out of the roof so that you can't track the car. So it shuts down the GPS ability to track the car. And that part is annoying, and that's the expensive part, where they got to now go put a bunch of wires back in so the car works. So I'm at the dealership, and, the back seat of the car is like a lot of, if you have kids, it's a lot of snack wrappers, like a ridiculous amount of snack wrappers back there, because every time the kids eat snacks, they just, they hide the wrappers.
But my kids do the same thing. Super annoying.
It's super annoying, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess I get it. And if I was a kid, I would probably do the same thing as well. But you somehow
kids have a way of opening something and then throwing the wrapper to the ground. Like, this is no longer my problem.
Right, not my problem anymore.
Yeah, the world is a trash can.
It's like it's almost like it's thrown to the wind.
Right. There's
away with you, wrapper.
There's no pretzels left in this bag, and now this bag is no longer my issue.
Yes.
So, but you don't realize. I mean, maybe you do. I didn't realize exactly how many snack wrappers were back there until the person that was taking the car looked at the back seat and then looked at me and goes, a lot of snacking going on back here, and then started taking out. I mean, it was like I was embarrassed at how much. Just embarrassed at exactly how many.
Do you think this is because this is a leased vehicle and they're like, ooh, you're really not taking care of this car?
I think it was one of those things where I don't ever go in the back seat of the car. I don't really go in the back seat of a car.
No, but do you think they were judging because of the way you're treating their vehicle?
I think that the guy was probably thinking an inside thought and decided to say it out loud, and then I realized I'm humiliated now with exactly. Remember when Jake's car was so humiliating, his old car, that he wouldn't even drop it at valet because unless he was forced to, but even that was humiliating.
They're like, not a lot of sex going on in here.
Yeah, this was a point where the person was giving me the judgy eyes as and it was almost like one of those clown things where rappers kept coming and coming and coming. I was like, at some point this has to stop.
It's amazing the ability for them to get under the seat and stay there forever.
So much snacks, and I was almost
or sometimes they don't finish the snack, and then half the snack is inside the wrapper, and that's gross.
And there was things in there that I was like, I don't even remember buying this. What? How many trips ago to Costco was this thing? But it gets to a point where I felt very
judged. Maybe the guy was just hungry. Maybe he wanted to snack him.
And then I had to take an Uber because they kept the car, so I had to take an Uber they put me in an Uber, and they said, we need to keep the car for a few days to fix it.
And you made sure to leave all the snack wrappers in the back of the Uber.
I'm going to bring these snack wrappers with me and leave them in the back of the Uber. But the guy who picked me up had K-Rock on, and he was a fan of K-Rock and actually a fan of the show, and it was cool. And then he was all excited that he's like, oh man, he's like, up until you, the biggest person in my car, and it was funny, Allie, because it was you always tell the story about how you drove Kid from Kid and Play when you were a rideshare driver. That's one of Allie's favorite stories to tell. If you ever meet Allie at a party, trust me, she'll get to that story pretty quickly.
It was one of the first people that I took when I was driving rideshare.
This guy's like, oh man, it's crazy that you're in the back of my car. Up until you, I was always telling people that I got to drive Coolio.
That's another great one.
And I was like, Coolio is such a better story than me, dude. Stick with your Coolio story.
Yeah, but that's also better than my Kid and Play story.
So much, and I said that. I'm like, it's funny. Allie used to drive.
You told my Kid and Play story?
Yeah, and I was like, and I realized I'm telling your Kid and Play story, and I was like, God damn it, I got to get out of this thing. And the guy said to me, who's Kid and Play?
Kid.
And I said, there wouldn't be Coolio if there was no kid in play.
Yes, exactly.
And then he said, yeah, man, I drove Coolio, and then he died.
Anyway, get out.
He died a week later, and your ride's over, so get the hell out of here.
Oh, man.
Nice guy, though, and I'm sorry I left all those rappers in your car. If you want Allie's money, now's a good time to call us. I see people on the phone already. So 5 questions stand between you and getting paid, and we'll do that next.
K-Rock Mile High Club. Our favorite K-Rock bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 9. Climb around the Abbey ruins. Pretend you're a ghost from the 1400s while hunting the Thames River Walk and looking for the nearest pub. When you see Somber at Reading Festival in England. August 27th to 30th. Also featuring Florence and the Machine, Charlie XCX, Fontaine's DC, Role Model, and more. Listen every hour from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your chance to get on the standby boarding list, courtesy of Warner Records.
Hey, this is Somber. Keep it on K-Rock to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
5 questions, $100 every morning around this time. Your chance to get a little bit richer. Allie will put the money up, and she likes to go ahead and prove that she knows about the news, which she will be delivering later this hour and all morning long with the A.D.D news. But if you know more about it than she does, she will pay you right now her actual money. That's how confident she is.
Unfortunately, it is my own money.
It is her money, and she's paid out thousands of dollars, and she hates parting with her money because she's super cheap. And, boy, you better believe, Joy, if you take her money today, she will be in a bad mood for the remainder of the show. So understand that if you beat Allie, it'll be a good day for you, but a bad day for her and probably the rest of us.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, Allie's got 5 questions waiting for her. She will leave the K-Rock studios, sequester herself in the halls.
Just want you to know I can't even write this off as a business expense.
No, she's got to pay for this.
Even better.
I love it. I hope you take all of her money. Goddamn, Joy. I am rooting for you hardcore now. Allie will leave as soon as she's sequestered. Your questions will begin. Please answer these questions quickly, confidently, and accurately. And here we go.
Allie knows the news.
This airline had grounded all flights, according to the FAA, after a system-wide outage, but now they are back to flying again. But which airline had to temporarily ground all flights nationwide?
Delta?
Question number 2. Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to be reprising this role for a new movie, a classic Schwarzenegger role coming back. Which role is he going to bring back?
Twins.
Oh, that's a classic role. Back from Twins. We've got a question number 3. This grocery chain is shutting down 36 stores, including a handful of them right here in Southern California. Which grocery chain is shutting down a bunch of...
Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market.
Oh, and the jingle, too. Wow, bonus points for you. We got a question number 4. This K-Rock artist is throwing shade at Taylor Swift, saying that writing songs about breakups are boring.
Oh... Billie Eilish?
And finally, question number 5. We'll end it with this one. Lead vocalist of this band, not a K-Rock band, but a rock band of some sorts, died at the age of 60 yesterday. Big news. Lead vocalist of which band?
Oh, Kiss.
All right. That would be a big story. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. She's snacking on something. That's that confidence. She's strutting back in the K-Rock studios. What were you eating there? Was that recalled seafood?
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice.
Thought I'd bring it in.
It's a gamble. Allie's eating some
sourdough
recalled
bread.
oysters. We got a question number 1. You're battling Joy once again. She answered these questions quickly and confidently, not necessarily accurately. Let's find out how she does. Question 1. This airline grounded all flights after the FAA claims that they had a system-wide outage. They're back to flying again, but nationwide, all flights grounded. By which airline?
I don't know that. I'm just going to guess. Seems like an American Airlines problem.
She said Delta. You say American. In this particular case, it was JetBlue.
Oh.
JetBlue got rid of all their flights, but I think they're back to flying again, so no one gets the point, sadly.
You're a JetBlue guy.
You better believe it.
Still got that, credit card or whatever?
4 cities it goes to.
I don't know. Where do they had to ground all 6 flights.
Anywhere else I can't get, but those 4 cities, they got a lot of flights. We got a question number 2. Arnold Schwarzenegger reprising this classic role for a new movie that will be shot. Which role is Schwarzenegger bringing back?
It is Conan the Barbarian.
All right, she guessed the guy from Twins. Great guess.
Oh, my God, that would be amazing.
Sadly wrong. Conan the Barbarian coming back. I think this movie's called King Conan or Conan the King or something, and it will be Schwarzenegger. How old is he now? He's got to be 70 something, right?
I want them to reboot the one where he's pregnant.
Oh, Junior?
Yes, Junior.
Yeah, he's too old to get pregnant, though. That'd be ridiculous, Allie.
But even funnier.
Yeah.
They'd be like, this is crazy. You're a man and you're 70.
78. God damn. Anyway, Conan's coming back. Allie gets the point, goes up by 1 right now, and we go to question number 3. This grocery chain shutting down 36 stores, including a handful right here in Southern California.
Grocery outlet, bargain market.
So funny. She sang it as well. I guess people can't say the name without singing the jingle.
You can't. I heard it on the way in, and they just said it, and I was like, you stop it.
Joyce sang it as well. Why don't you guys do a little duet together, both of you? Here we go. On 3, 2, 1.
Grocery outlet, bargain market.
It's funny. You think you have a catchy jingle like that, you would stay open.
For her.
But sadly, they are not going to survive. So both you get the point. She's on the board.
It's not like it's like Erewhon. There's no jingle, but everyone's there.
But they are doing great, apparently. Guess they're not selling enough smoothies at Grocery Outlet. We go to question number 4, and Allie's still up 1. This K-Rock artist throwing some shade at Taylor Swift, saying that writing songs about breakups are just boring.
Oh, I think that's Jack White.
All right, she guessed Billie Eilish, but the correct answer is Jack White made that claim. Allie goes up 2 with one final question, and it's all going downhill for you, Joy, as we go to question number 5. Lead singer of this band, not a K-Rock band, passed away at the age of 60 yesterday. But a big band, nonetheless.
Not a K-Rock band, but it's a rock band? Journey.
That's actually a decent guess, but that is incorrect. It was the lead singer of the band Boston.
Oh!
I think I have some Boston for you right now. Hold on, let me see if this is the Boston song people would know.
If I said what's on my mind, you turn and walk away.
Sounds like a song my dad would force me to listen to.
A lot of middle-aged vibes here.
You don't know Boston? This is Boston right here. This is one of the greatest bands on the whole planet.
Hold on. I'll give you another one. Omar, does this get requested a lot at weddings or no? I don't know if
Boston. No.
Let me see here. Hold
We're
on.
over the Boston now.
This is Boston. This one's called Amanda.
I'm going to teach you about real music right now, right? This is Boston.
Tomorrow so far away.
See, every dad that got a guitar one time, it's like, I got to teach me a Boston song. I got to slay.
Play the hit, dude, more than the feelings.
I don't know why that
play the hits, bro. I want to hear that or Peace of Mind.
I don't know why those aren't coming out. It's crazy. You would think the system would be properly...
What an anti-Boston system this is.
Hold on.
Bostonist.
I'll find it.
This is also, I think, played by a lot of cover bands in beach towns.
Here we go. Finally, I found the hit. God, it's like the 5th page of Boston songs. How many songs does this guy have? Here we
God,
go.
J-Dub went through a phase, huh?
Yeah, apparently. Jeez. Oh, hold on. This must have been the divorce phase. Here we go. There we go. Here's
this one I know.
Well, anyway, this guy's dead.
I'm so devastated. No, he didn't, apparently.
Yeah.
He didn't wake up this morning.
All right. I think this was in the Almost Famous soundtrack, right? All right, shout out Boston. All right, Joy, I'm so sorry. What a sad way to end Allie Knows the News. What must you shamefully admit over the sweet sounds of Boston? Go ahead. No, Joy's
I'm Joy from Altadena, and Allie knows the news and jingles.
This guy is dead
KROQ. Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on K-Rock.
Yeah!
K-Rock.
I'm not sure if this is factually accurate, but I assume it is. I think we have more liquor stores per capita than anywhere else in the entire world here in Southern California. It feels like there's liquor stores everywhere. And some blocks, you got one on every corner of the block, and they all seem to be thriving.
Yeah, but then there's also times where you're driving and you're like, I need to stop at a liquor store. And then you're like, what the hell? I'm expecting to see one on every block. Why in this one area is there no liquor store?
It seems like we have more liquor stores than people in Southern California. And the theory is always that if you meet anyone in a liquor store, they probably have a good story, which is why we sent Jake. You know, Jake goes to liquor stores. He's a regular at his liquor store. They call him the Francis Connor. They call him the Francis Connor guy at his liquor store. And he
I think
claims,
that's his nickname to his face.
Right, but behind his back, they're like, oh, the smelly a-holes here. But, yeah, but
Not an a-hole.
No, that's right. Sorry, the smelly guy with the dog is here. Excuse me.
The friendly, smelly guy.
But, so Jake spent a lot of time in different liquor stores, and we decided that everyone's got a story, and if you're at a liquor store, you probably have an even better story. So we have a brand new segment we're going to debut now called Liquor Stories, where Jake just goes up to people at liquor stores and say, what's the best story you have? And Johnny, Postmaster Johnny, was so enthralled by this idea that he said, I want to create the theme song. Move over, Omar.
The guy who hates liquor.
Yeah, I don't like to drink, but I love stories. So this is a worldwide debut of a brand new theme song for a brand new segment called Liquor Stories.
Jake the Nerd got liquor stories. Yeah, he's got all the liquor stories.
Now, Johnny claims that this took him 2 hours. Now, I don't know.
Was it the lyrics that took a long time, Johnny? Or
No, I was just really indecisive on like what goofy song I could do for Jake, and then I thought this song fits Jake's vibe perfectly.
But this took you 2 hours, and you rhymed the word stories with stories.
Yeah,
just like he rhymed tamales with
tamales.
Jake the Nerd got liquor stories.
What rhymes with stories? What rhymes with stories?
Yeah, he's got all the liquor stories.
It doesn't even really.
I'm out of lyrics.
I got nothing.
Doesn't need much, just liquor.
All right. That was a 2 hours of Johnny. Johnny, you got to be kidding. You're exaggerating how long that took. That took you 2 hours?
Yeah, I was exaggerating. But I threw in a little squaw for Jake, though, too.
So by 2 hours, do you think it was like 20 minutes?
Yeah, how much are you exaggerating? Because 2 hours to me means like it took somewhere over an hour and a half if you're going to say 2 hours. But are you rounding up from, what, 5 minutes? Or?
No, yeah, it definitely took like around an hour and like 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
I had to choose the right song. I had to get the vibe right.
Okay, but how much of that was also just spent socializing with people in the hallway?
I had to call in about like 3 people to get their opinion on it.
Right.
Be like, hey, give this a listen. What do you think?
Hey, do you have any words that rhyme with stories? Because I'm tapped out. No? Okay.
Fine, I'm just going to end it then.
I'm just going to do stories. I mean, it's like...
Jake the Nerd got liquor stories.
Maybe like I hope they're good and they're not bories. I mean, there's so many things you can do. I mean...
Yeah, he's got all the liquor stories.
It's really just the same sentence again.
I really didn't know what the segment was either, so I was just running off a title. I was like, liquor stories. Liquor stories.
Also, bories.
Well, look, I'm saying at least it's better than what. At least there's an effort there. Yeah, it is. Here's Jake's first liquor story, guys. And Jake was, of course, at a liquor store where he just approached random people. Here we go.
What's your name?
My name's EJ. How you doing?
What's the most interesting story you can tell me about your life?
I'm bipolar, and I'm also a 27-year veteran of Kung Fu.
Whoa!
See, that's the point. You go up to anyone.
He does have all the liquor stories.
He does have all the liquor stories. A 27-year veteran of Kung Fu. I was waiting for the guy to say, like, military service.
Totally.
Kind of have a reputation with the Burbank police officers. They actually call me Mr. Sordus.
Got a nickname and everything. This guy's great.
Mr. Sordus?
Mr. Stories. He's got the story.
That rhymes.
And one time when I was drunk and manic out of my mind, I barricaded myself in my daughter's room at my mom's house.
Oh.
There was police officers outside with the tactical team. They had the beanbag gun. They had the phasers ready to go. They had lasers going through the window to let me know that if I jumped out there with the iron pipe, they were going to put me down. What eventually happened with that standoff was I knew I was going to go to county, and I went out and gave myself up in the living room, and they took me away.
I mean, what a story. Just a stranger just in line.
Is this the guy that you're behind in line?
They don't know. Guy's just buying something at the liquor store.
Buying a couple of 40s.
Buying some of that generic Viagra behind the register, and then, boom, you get a whole story. This guy was in a police standoff.
And I was on the news. I was on Channel 7 News that day. It was a 45-minute standoff. It was absolutely nuts.
Man, you sound so proud of it.
I know. You really
45 minutes is not very long standoff.
Yeah. You guys recognize me from Channel 7?
It was absolutely nuts.
And what happened with that? What was the outcome?
I had a good public defender. So what she did with that is she put me into a couple programs that the court mandates and stuff like that.
Hey, this is not boring. I'll tell you, Allie, right? Nothing boring about this.
I'm sure those programs didn't entail going back to the liquor store.
Well, that's where it's interesting, because Jake did run into this guy buying something at the liquor store.
So what she did with that is she put me into a couple programs that the court mandates and stuff like that. And I just finished probation this past week. So
celebratory trip to the liquor store, right? Got to celebrate.
Now I can get my record expunged. So it was, at the end of the day, it was tragic what happened, but now it's all behind me now.
What'd you buy today at the liquor store?
Oh, no.
It's all behind me now. My daughter is still extremely traumatized.
What do you think he's buying at the liquor store?
Okay, so guy did a stand-up with the police in Burbank.
27-year Kung Fu veteran.
Kung Fu veteran. He holed himself up in his daughter's room, standoff for 45 minutes. I'm going to say he's a buzzball guy.
Buzzballs. I hope for the sake of his own sanity and everything else, he's just getting like sunflower seeds and lottery tickets or something. But let's find out.
Kept it simple. I bought a pack of smokes and a Red Bull. They go great together in case you haven't tried it.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a good recipe.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Cigarettes and Red Bull.
And, that's what I do when I'm going the sober route. Now, if I was drinking, I'd be there 3-4 times a day buying 2 tall boys throughout the entire day and literally drinking close to 300 ounces of beer a day, man.
Wow.
No exaggeration.
Well, there you have it. That was
Jake the Nerd got liquor stories.
That was our first liquor stories.
He was an alcoholic.
And he's got all the liquor stories.
And this guy has a criminal record.
So,
let it ride.
Let it ride.
Let it ride, because I have no more thoughts.
There you have it. The first and potentially last ever liquor stories on K-Rock. Quick break, back with more Show Your ADD news and some stuff for you coming up. We will get to all of that. Hold on. Garrett, yes, you're on K-Rock. Good morning. Hi.
Hey, good morning. Allie just fixed Johnny's song and nobody realized it. Instead of saying stories, he's buying a couple of 40s. There's your rhyme right there.
There you go.
There's a bunch of options that people are sending in on the text line as well that could have made that a better song.
I like the squaw.
The
Squaw's cool. The rest of it is
nice.
bories.
The rest of it was very boring.
Klein Alley Show.
K-Rock, Klein, K-Rock, Alley.
K-Rock. Klein Alley Show.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show. We got lots to get into this morning. Spot for you on that standby boarding list. If you're interested in traveling to England to go check out Somber, we'll make that happen for you. Get into your ADD news in just a moment. Apparently, we have a theme song, Alley, for you for the ADD news that Johnny worked on.
It's time for the ADD news.
Unbelievable. I can't.
What will he write?
Allie's got your ADD news.
Oh, man.
Good news with news.
Unbelievable.
Let it run.
Let it run.
All right, there you have it.
As opposed to the last one where he let it ride.
Let it run. So a brand new theme song for ADD News. I guess when you have a hit, you stick with it. It's unbelievable. Who knew? One-hit wonder, Johnny, not the case.
It's funny because we've had years of Goat Line calls redoing the intro to Allie Knows the News and ADD News, rhyming it with so many things.
Right. Oh, I know. But time for your ADD News now. Here we go.
It's time for the ADD News. Yeah, Allie's got your ADD News.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Let's let it run, shall we?
Let it run.
A few changes just got announced for your local theme parks. Changes for Disneyland and for Universal Studios. So we will start with Disney. Not only have they pledged this year to invest more money into making their rides reliable, meaning they will have less ride breakdowns, they are also planning to eliminate the rule where you can't go to California Adventure until 11 a.m.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that rule.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying if you have a park hopper, especially if the line to get into Disneyland is super long in the morning. You know, 10, 11 o'clock.
I always have the opposite one. I can't get into Disney. California, I feel like I don't know.
Disney's always 8 a.m., yeah.
I think the way that I've gone before, I can't get into Disneyland until after 1 p.m.
Of course. You have the opposite.
I'm telling you. I've gone. Allie, I don't know what it is, but that's the way mine is usually. I can do California Adventure. Yeah, they say to me, you can't go in the main park until noon or something.
You just are the only one who can buy this backwards pass.
I somehow bought it backwards. I'm telling. There's a few times I had to stand and wait.
What?
Yes.
That's insane.
And I'm like, come on, friend. I thought it's magical here. Come on. There you go. It'll be magical.
2 fingers. No. Turn
magical
around.
in 1 hour. Go kill some time.
So, yes, they will. This obviously has not been officially changed or announced yet, but this is one of the planned changes, at least according to the Disneyland rumor mill. For Universal Studios, they released their first look at the Fast and Furious roller coaster.
Ooh.
It looks like Throw Up City. It
sure does.
It's spinning around, and the cars on the track are also spinning around. So it kind of has this carnival throw-up factor, at least looking at it.
It's pretty incredible. They built that thing on the side of the... I mean, it looks like it's a whole thing. It's just...
It looks massive, yeah.
But it's the whole... I don't know. A lot of the roller coasters feel like they're like locked into... I mean, obviously they've done their job to probably make sure it's pretty sturdy, but it seems like they built it all into the side of the hill there it's on. Like, it's very strange the way it even looks. When you look at it, you go, and maybe they've changed it since they finished it, but I saw them when they were building that, and I was at Universal. I was like, this seems...
It's going to be a Fast and Furious evacuation when that thing breaks down.
But, of course, people will... I think
everyone loves Fast and Furious. Of course they're going to love the ride.
How do you become one of the human testers for that? Because I know at some point they're going to put, probably crash test dummies in there to take it around and make sure no one's head falls off. But then eventually...
Don't they do, dummies and then staff?
Is it staff that goes next?
That's what I would think.
I feel like if you sign enough waivers, you could be one of those. Like, being a roller coaster tester would be kind of cool because
would
then
you want to do that?
Well, you still have the thrill of we don't know if this is safe yet.
No line.
No line, and you got that extra added. Maybe this isn't safe.
Would you just do one and done, or I think you have to ride it over and over again?
You go on each row.
At some point,
each row.
There must be people that they have to test in that before they actually.
Like a layer of hell for someone. Again, row 2. Again.
Got to ride it for each Fast and Furious movie there is in the real world.
so indefinite.
So many times.
They're also getting rid of the Sesame Street area, so it's hit the bricks Elmo. But this is actually happening. That one's only happening in Universal Japan for now. So we'll see if
is Klein's Waterworld safe.
For now.
Because we got those signatures. You better believe it. That thing was on the brink of shutting down that Waterworld.
Signature you got?
I got a bunch of signatures, and we saved Waterworld. Good job.
All right, 1 in 3 people believe the world will end in their lifetime. One of the many ways that we could go down would be the ultimate robot takeover, which feels closer and closer with the development of AI. Now, we're doing things like this, and it's like we're digging our own graves. This company has found a way to put human cells inside of the computer software, essentially creating a robot-human hybrid. Why are we doing this to ourselves? They inserted human cells that were grown in a lab and put it on a computer chip. They said that this allows the computer to adapt and learn better and more naturally, because humans are good at learning and adapting. And they had trouble replicating that with robots. So the hardware has already been able to learn and get really good at Pong. And the sky's the limit after that.
The world's worst video game ever?
Well, it was cool when it first came out because it was the only one. And they said this will be cheaper because it uses less energy than a fully robotic system.
Everyone is telling us on the text line, Allie, that, Klein, you're an idiot because when you make your reservation at Disney, you pick which park you start at. So apparently I've been picking it all wrong. I guess you get to decide your order, and I've been picking California Adventure first.
Oh, wow. So you can pick to start at California Adventure, and then at 11 you go to Disneyland?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's how I've been setting it up. I don't know if that's
I didn't
a
even know
default.
you could make that an option.
I like to go soaring before lunch. That's what I say.
All right, a mom is suing United Airlines because she said that her daughter was burned by scalding hot water in the middle of the flight. The lawsuit says that a flight attendant handed this little girl an uncovered cup of scalding water, causing it to spill all over her. And first off, she's lucky she even got a beverage. I mean, we flew United Airlines. We did not get any beverages. And it was a dicey situation for most of the flight. Secondly, she got not only a beverage, but a fresh, hot beverage.
Hot beverage.
Which is great. Thirdly, turbulence on planes has gotten worse and worse, which is why they abandoned the beverage service a lot on their flights for this exact reason. So she got a wonderful window where there was no turbulence, there was beverage service and fresh beverage service, and now she's trying to sue.
Here's what I'm frustrated about as an adult. The amount of sippy cups we are given as an adult here on the land is exponentially growing. You go to Starbucks now, they give you a sippy cup. And we're all walking around like toddlers. The one place we should have the sippy cups is on the airplane.
Yeah.
Because then when you get all the turbulence, you don't have to worry about your drink spilling all over your lap.
And it is true they don't give you any kind of top. It's just
nothing.
loose.
That's the one place where we should be. Let's embrace the sippy cups up in the sky, and then we'll bring it down here to Earth. Right
because
now,
I noticed some flight attendants won't even fill it all the way because they know that there's no top.
Right.
So they don't want you to spill it, and then you get like a half cup.
And for whatever reason, like those tray table, not that people use those as often as they should. I think they're like officially the grossest thing on the airplane. But the plastic that they use for their cups, slide, whatever that surface is, it's like an air hockey table.
Yeah.
They couldn't have a more slippery option.
And that tiny little square napkin doesn't help.
The whole thing is flawed. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and perhaps this will be the hour where we finally get you on a standby boarding list to do some international travel. Here we go.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous K-Rock.
Lots to get into as we welcome you just after 8 o'clock on your Tuesday morning here, K-Rock Klein Alley Show. And this is an hour that you'll want to pay close attention. We'll get into some Johnny Doesn't Know a little bit later. And, Allie, I just want you to know he's been working on a theme song for that. So get ready for the brand new Johnny Doesn't Know theme song.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't even know. Yeah, Johnny doesn't even know.
Right. Wonderful.
Let it ride.
Oh, let that one ride as well. Okay.
How's the singing getting worse, by the way?
Is Johnny tone deaf, guys?
I don't know.
So.
There's something weird about that.
Something
He's
very
like
strange.
Sing talking.
Well,
but there's never any notes.
We will get into that a little bit later this hour on the show, and we'll talk about the concept of how shared calendars are ruining people's lives, accidentally and on purpose.
Ruined my night last night.
Yeah, we'll get into all of that coming up. Of course, then we will get you on a standby boarding list, do some international travel, plus Netflix is a joke. John Mulaney, Hollywood Bowl, May 8th. We will get you into that show as well. If you need us, the phones, the text line, all remain the same as yesterday and tomorrow. 800-520-1067. Coldplay time on K-Rock.
Klein Alley Show.
K-Rock Klein Alley Show. 800-520-1067 to join, to text, to call. You can also use that GOAT line. That number is 844-956 GOAT.
It was my wife's birthday yesterday, which meant that as soon as the show ended and we could get out of here, I ran over to the place where I buy all my birthday gifts, the dollar store.
Oh, man, what a treat to be married to you, huh?
Found a great birthday card that expressed, 10% of what I felt. I'll fill in the rest. For $1, that's what you get. Then I went to the front counter after waiting for a very long time in line, and I said, I'll take 6 of those balloons. And it would have cost me $40 or $50 anywhere else. Cost me $12, Klein, for everything when I left.
Man, I'm telling you right now, the people behind you in line, when the person is like, oh, good, they only have a card, I'll get behind this person. And then they
was that person.
Can you go fill up a bunch of balloons? Every single person goes, God, I hate this person so much.
And nobody rushes. They're like,
nope,
sure.
Whatever.
Balloons.
It's $1 balloon. I'll take my sweet ass time.
And also, to make it worse, the line was so long that they had just opened up a second register, and the person behind me chose to stay because I didn't have much with me.
Right.
So she's just thinking, I've got this made. She's just buying a card. I'll be through in no time. I
know you don't value your time, but how much of an inconvenience was it for you to go to the dollar store as opposed to going to like a regular store? Like would you have been able to?
Well, it wasn't on my way home. I had to pass my home
to
get to the dollar store. And it took a lot more time. But honestly, I was able to bring more home. If I had gone to the regular grocery store, it's $20 for one little Mylar balloon. But I can get way more stuff at dollar store and be like, wow, look how much I love you. She doesn't know I went to the dollar store.
But do you think as an adult she cared at all about balloons?
She does.
She cares about balloons?
Yes.
As an adult?
Yes,
if
does.
If the balloon is not filled with nitrous, it is of no interest to me at all.
I don't know why, but she cares about balloons. And for everybody else, and me and all of her other friends in her life, she always buys a giant Mylar balloon for that person because she thinks it's important. And I tell her this is a waste of money. I don't care about balloons. Don't buy me one. But she cares.
I understand as a kid why you'd think that's cool. Like, yeah, it's floaty and it's shiny.
It's just like, well, someone cares about me. It's a birthday. And
I don't know. Am I alone here? Omar, you're like, you love, I know you love.
I'm not a balloon guy.
No.
You don't strike me as a balloon guy.
No, he likes parades, though, which is interesting.
Balloon arches.
He likes giant balloons,
Yeah.
right? But if they're being dragged by a bunch of people down the street, but he doesn't like an actual bouquet of I'm just so happy. I'm trying to phase balloons out of my entire family's life.
Oh, it's a beautiful time period for you
Yeah.
to be outgrowing balloons, because I think balloons and bubbles are the most overrated things in the world. And they're great when you're little, but then when you get older, you realize how annoying both of them are. Anyway, I came home with the balloons and I said, happy birthday. And I had also planned a surprise later that night. I had hired a babysitter and we were going to go out for a nice dinner together at this place that she's always wanted to try.
Just the two of you?
Just the two of us. I had a 6:30 reservation, and I hadn't told her any of this yet. So she's open, she has the card, she's got the balloons, and she's like, oh, I was going to say, like, oh, get dressed later. And she's like, for dinner, right, at 6:30? And I was like, what do you mean? You know already my surprise? And she was like, yeah, it was in our Google Calendar. And I was like, God damn, Google Calendar ruining my secret.
Yeah, but you have the ability when you put stuff in, not that anyone does it the right way, but you have the ability to make
dinner.
Not dinner.
No, I didn't even put it in the calendar. Here's the problem. I went to Open Table. I found this restaurant that she's been wanting to try. I made the reservation. I'm all excited.
So it auto puts it in the calendar.
It auto put it in the calendar.
You got knocked out.
And I totally got narked out by the calendar. And the shared calendar, I think, has caused a lot of problems for people who are trying to keep secrets from one another. I know everything's about sharing your music and sharing your calendar and sharing you're all one family, la la la. Now you can share. Well, I think sharing causes problems, because I had this whole surprise planned out, and it was a total non-surprise because she looked at the stupid calendar.
And that's interesting because you didn't make any effort. I did this. I don't know how this happened too, but I don't know how everything's so effing linked right now, but I went to try to surprise my wife by getting some of this stupid Swedish candy she's addicted to at some place, and I was like, I'm not going to tell her I got it. And as soon as I put on my credit card, she got like a text on her, she got the alert on her phone, and she just sent me a text to go, thanks for getting my candy. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh.
She got the alert from Square or whatever that I bought the candy. I'm like, well, I was just supposed to be a surprise.
No, just stop.
I was supposed to surprise you later so I could convince you to give me sex.
But I also think that there's very specific, meaningful things, things that are related to engagements.
Of course.
Big things that are then spoiled just because there's a calendar situation. And a lot of times we don't get to decide who knows what we're up to.
Here's the question. You got narked out by a shared calendar or some sort of, you didn't even realize you were connected and somehow it ruined whatever the plan was that you had. I don't know if it was a surprise or something else you had going on. We'd love to hear your story. 800-520-1067. We'll come back with that and your spot to go on a standby boarding list to see this guy right here.
K-Rock Mile High Club. Favorite K-Rock fans and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 9. Climb around the Abbey ruins. Pretend you're a ghost from the 1400s while hunting the Thames River Walk and looking for the nearest pub. When you see Somber at Reading Festival in England. August 27th to 30th. Also featuring Florence and the Machine, Charlie XCX, Fontaine's DC, Role Model, and more. Listen every hour from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your chance to get on the standby boarding list. Courtesy of Warner Records.
Hey, this is Somber. Keep it on K-Rock to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text injury help to 40222 for a free case review.
Consider this a cautionary tale. You were about to hear stories from real people that were completely screwed by technology. In Allie's particular case, trying to surprise her wife at the birthday dinner, made the reservation to Open Table. Somehow the calendar got synced. They put it in her calendar, put it in her wife's calendar. Her wife knew exactly what was going on. She couldn't even surprise her, knew exactly where she was going, what time she was going.
And I'm not the only one, apparently.
It's happening to everyone. And look, I would imagine people that are cheating and stuff, this probably bites a lot of people in the ass there as well. Those are bad people doing bad things. In this particular case, though, you have people that are trying to do good things, and they still get narked out by technology for a variety of reasons. Michelle, what happened to you? Hi, on K-Rock. What's up? Michael, hi.
So I was trying to surprise my wife's 30th birthday. Had it all planned out. She had no idea.
But you go to a friend's house the weekend before, and on their physical calendar, hanging in their kitchen, it said, Stephanie's surprise party on the date.
That's funny, too, because I don't think a lot of people even have physical calendars anymore.
But that's where technology didn't screw them, but it was good old school, just written right there on the fridge. She sees it. And you didn't know code word, just Stephanie's surprise birthday.
It's just really spelled out there.
Man, that really screwed you good. All right, well, it just goes to show you that we can figure out a way to screw us even without technology.
I mean, yeah, there are no surprises anymore.
Now, Michelle. Michelle, you're on K-Rock. How would happen to you?
Sweet divots. So Alexa announced on all the speakers what was delivered to the house and ruined a Santa Claus gift for my kid.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what. I know that's a setting you can put, but same thing where it will just proudly announce, just delivered. Bicycle.
Your Santa Claus gift was delivered.
Right.
And I did have a couple of things delivered to the house that were birthday presents as well. And I had to make sure you do kind of feel like a burglar in your own home. I'm like sneaking around trying to hide these boxes to make sure that she never knew they were being delivered in the first place.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because, once again, even before the delivery gets there, sometimes you just want to order stuff. You don't want your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend to even know about it. Not that you're doing anything shady. You just don't want them to know. And then,
but it's like order placed, thanks.
They get
and
alerts
everyone's
about
getting the emails.
Hey, Lizette on K-Rock. What happened to you?
And was that you said?
Yes, we'll go with that one. Hi.
So the Shop app is an app that tracks your orders, your packages, and it notifies you on anything that is coming to your address, even if you're not the one that orders it. So if anybody's trying to send me a gift, or even my husband, it'll tell me when it's coming.
So
I have
seen
some of that.
Ruined. So you get the alert days before it even arrives.
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard.
And sometimes it'll say the company that it's coming from, too. So you know exactly, in some cases, you know exactly what the gift is. 626 said, I flew out to New York to surprise my wife while she was on a work trip. I got a secret hotel room and everything. But before I could surprise her, she texted me saying she got an alert of a new Netflix login.
Oh, man.
At a hotel in New York. Totally ruined the surprise.
Yeah. It's like, good luck, dude. To try to... That's why we were talking to that listener that did the surprise proposal to his girlfriend on our trip to Colorado. The amount of lies he had to try to keep track of was crazy, and the fact that he was able to get away with it seems almost impossible these days.
He basically booked a fake trip to Mammoth.
Yeah, a whole thing, right? You have to do all... Curtis, what happened to you on K-Rock? Hi.
Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs, Curtis.
My wife planned a surprise birthday party for me. She typed it up in a group thread to send it out to everybody, made a flyer and everything, and it added my name last minute because I was the only one not on it, and she ended up sending it to me as well.
So it autofilled, like you probably meant to include.
Right. Yeah, right. There's one person missing from this. Yeah. That'll get you every time. You got to be careful. This is all stuff where if you're not paying attention, it will bite you in the ass. There's a million ways it can happen.
It's trying to be more convenient, but it does the opposite. 626 said, recently viewed on Amazon, ratted me out on a surprise gift. So they hadn't even bought it yet, but it was like, pick up where you left off. And you're like, this is an engagement ring.
Well, that happens too with shows because there's stuff where, like, my wife will say, are you watching, like,
You're like, no, I'm waiting for you.
And she said, it shows right here on the bar. It's been watched for 53 minutes. And I'm like, that's weird. I don't know how that happened. Kids must have done it.
Yeah, 818 said, my wife bought me Dodger tickets for my birthday to surprise me, but we had gone downtown LA the week before, and when I was looking at the map, it said Dodger Stadium, July 7th, 7 p.m. But I still let her surprise me after, and that's a nice thing.
That's the nice thing. When you know what's going on, you put it together, you still go, all right, I'm just going to pretend I'm play dumb here.
And then you go, what? Yeah. Dodgers tickets? And the overacting can happen.
I am shocked about this. This is new 21 Pilots. It's called Drag Path, and we give it to you now on the world-famous KROQ.
World-famous K-Rock.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
K-Rock.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show, going to figure out what riddles and mysteries are currently on the World Wide Web as we do some clickbait. And then at some point this morning, Postmaster Johnny is going to try out some of his new material. He'll be doing it on stage for the first time ever. Stand-up on Friday night at Jake's Comedy Show.
He should intro himself.
Johnny is forced to do 5 minutes of stand-up. I know that today we wrote Johnny some material. John, why don't you go ahead and rattle off that first joke and see if you're any good at delivering your material that you'll be doing on Friday. You can do it from that room. You don't have to come in here. You can do it from the back. You don't have to. Okay. Well, he's coming in here. Great. But there we go.
Now you're leaving.
Now he's leaving. That makes a lot of sense. What an
Maybe
idiot.
this is part of his bit.
Oh, it's a false exit. He's going to come back in any minute, guys. Watch the door.
He's doing some sort of physical comedy right now. All right, we'll get to clickbait in a second. But Johnny, why don't you go ahead and test out some of your material on us? I know you've never read these jokes before, but you'll be doing these on stage in front of people on Friday for the very first time as part of your punishment. Go ahead.
Here we go. People think I have gay face, and I'm offended by this. How can anyone even say my face with the balls blocking my chin?
Well, you've obviously read it wrong.
How can anyone even see my face with the balls blocking my chin?
It's all about the delivery, Klein.
Yeah. Try delivering that joke again, because I feel like that's a better joke than you gave.
Yeah, it's a decent joke.
You didn't really try it again, Johnny. Like if you're doing it in front of people.
People think I have gay face, and I am offended by this. How can anyone even see my face with the balls blocking my chin? My chin.
Oh, he just got it.
Oh, the third time you got it?
Yeah.
It's always really great when comedians laugh at their own jokes before they finish them as well.
Yeah. All right, well, Johnny, you can work on that. He's got more jokes he'll be testing out later today in the show. Let's get to the internet now, because there's a lot of riddles on here. Why do you not have any friends? The internet has answers. It's time for clickbait. Here we go. We'll start with this one, though. This is the shocking item that a doctor will probably leave inside of you during surgery. New research out now, and they went through all of the things that have, oopsies, accidentally been left inside of patients. And this is the one that you are most likely to have left inside of you after you have some sort of a procedure. What is it that they will probably, oopsies, leave inside of you, Allie?
I feel like they probably will leave sponges.
Sponge?
You know, like they put them in there to dab, and they're always dabbing the blood and making sure that they can see everything. And I imagine they do so much sponging that it's easy to leave a sponge in there.
Right, no one's keeping track of the sponges.
Yeah.
Allie says sponge. Omar, what is the thing the doctor will most likely leave inside of you? Because it's happening more and more now where they're going, oopsies, we sewed them up and there's something inside.
Similar to sponge, but I think the sponge is actually a little bit bigger than this item. I think gauze. They're leaving gauze in there. Yeah,
but gauze,
I feel like it dissolves.
Can't the body just handle that?
Yeah, that's why they're like, it's no big deal. No harm,
I see that
no
it's
foul.
there, but just sew them up.
Yeah, okay. But also, I feel like gauze lasts forever, because if you look at any old mummy movie, I feel like they're wrapped in gauze.
It's true.
And that lasts for billions of years.
It's crazy because it disintegrates so quickly, but never fully.
Never fully.
But it lasts
Jake,
forever.
what is most likely to be left inside of you if you have a procedure?
Their phone number.
Oh.
That's all part of Jake's comedy show. It'll be happening Friday night.
What else were they going to leave? You call them utensils? What do you call them?
The scalpel?
Well, that's a utensil, right? What's the word for all their stuff?
Well, I've got a list here of all of the things that are left inside of people, and it's a long list. Everything from cotton balls to sponges to needles to marking pens. To suction bulbs, to syringes, to springs, nails, screws, drill bits.
Screws?
But the most likely thing, Allie, of all of the things are broken pieces of equipment where something that they were using to work on you, like a piece broke off and they didn't realize it.
Why are
pieces utensil?
breaking off?
So Jake's right. Unbelievable. Tinsel. That's what Jake said. It's crazy. I can't believe it. And that's what they're realizing after the fact. So then later they go, it's time to clean this drill bits. And then they go, wait, where's the
Where
rest?
are the bits?
Where's
of the
rest?
drill?
Where's the rest of it? It's inside of that guy.
That's definitely funnier than phone number.
But definitely funnier than phone number.
That phone number's very funny.
I like the balls on my chin joke better.
That was a better joke. That was delivered beautifully by Johnny. Allie, this is the number one thing, according to an etiquette expert, that you should stop doing when you go to a coffee place. It means that you have bad etiquette, and customers at coffee places must stop doing this immediately. It is the number one thing that shows you have no etiquette. You are hated by everyone working at the coffee shop and everyone else who's at the coffee shop if you're doing this thing. What is it?
Like with ordering or sitting or
just something that you do at a coffee shop.
Okay, well then it's the person who buys a tea and then sits there with their computer and writes their screenplay all day long and never leaves.
And buys 1 cup of hot water.
Yeah. Or like 1 small cup of coffee, and they just sit there and take up space.
Okay. So I actually think coffee places like people sitting around. I know that you're not supposed to like a loiterer that doesn't spend any money, but I feel like they want to look busy. They want to have people there, because if you walk in, the place is dead. I feel like
even if that's the person that had an empty cup for
I guess.
Or they said, can you refill my hot water 17 times?
Jake, what is, according to this etiquette expert, this is the common coffee shop habit that customers need to stop doing immediately.
I guess bring your laptop and watch some porn.
Oh, God. This is like leading up to his comedy show. He's going to try and be all funny and work out his material.
You've never seen that happen?
No.
People go to the free Wi-Fi and watch porn.
Never seen this happen at any coffee place I've ever been to.
I see this all the time at the place I go to. Commissary in Burbank. I hate you guys for this. Yes. It's always that weird fat dude in the corner that's just watching porn.
Are you guys just talking about the same weird fat dude?
We're doing a team thing.
This is good. This is a little good.
Don't you hate the weird fat guy watching porn?
All right, great.
Commissary in Burbank.
You guys are going to be great at your comedy show.
Oh, no.
All right, Omar, what do you think? What do you have a real answer?
You can't say the same thing.
That's a real answer.
I'm gonna say when people go and they're watching something on their phone or laptop, any kind of device, and they're not using their headphones. They're just blaring
ordering
whatever.
while wearing headphones. Yeah, just totally disengaged.
Yeah.
The number one thing that the etiquette expert claims people must stop doing immediately is when they get up to the front and they're completely ill-prepared to place any sort of an order.
Oh.
And that is apparently hated by all people, including people in line. But that was followed closely on the list by anyone who doesn't stop whatever they're doing on their phone. Not porn, while ordering. They continue that, which is why a lot of places have put up signs that say put your phone down before you order, which, people a lot of times have to do just to pay for what they're getting. And then anyone who treats the coffee shop like it's their personal office. So they have they will bring people in. There's a guy that used
I've seen people do job interviews.
There's a guy that used to, right on Sunset, used to be the coffee bean announced at Starbucks. He would do English lessons, and there were all these very attractive people that had moved here and didn't speak a lick of English. And this guy was like a big fat nerdy guy, and he was
watching porn.
He was watching porn, and he would
making it,
and he would always be teaching. He's probably offering up free English lessons. It was probably his big scam to meet like hot chicks. But every time he would sit, there's never a time I was there he wasn't giving a attractive woman an English lesson.
Wow,
yeah.
That's ballsy to be like, this is my office.
Yeah, and it went on for years.
And they never said anything, but maybe it's what you were saying. They just want to have the place look busy.
Next one, if you don't have any friends or you don't have any close friends, there's a reason why, according to experts. And this is the main reason why you probably don't have any close friends right now. And I know that everyone says we're in a friend shortage, and maybe you have some friends sticking around from when you were younger. But over the years, hard to make new friends. Then you become an adult. You're like, I don't want to make friends. But this is the one reason why perhaps you have no close friends right now. Something you could change immediately. Allie, what is it? Speaking to you, because I know you know.
All right. It's the person who keeps bringing up the past and is obviously stuck on something and can't move forward with their life, and they're constantly bringing up their old crap.
All right,
and they never move on.
Stuck in the past means no friends because they don't want to stick around and hear the same stories again. Jake?
Yeah, we have one friend who does that, and it is frustrating.
Jake?
You are introverted with a pet.
Talking about yourself now?
No.
Omar?
Yeah. Jake's on one, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say if you're self-involved, all the conversations you deviate, they come back to you, and you only care about yourself. Nobody wants to hang with that person.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Totally.
Yeah, anyone brings up a problem they're dealing with, you immediately turn it on to you.
Yep.
They claim that the number one reason why you don't have close friends is that you are making assumptions. You make too many assumptions, and that probably means you're projecting and doing all other stuff as well. But they say that that is the reason why you currently have no close friends. You just assume.
That you have friends when you don't.
You assume you have friends.
And then, don't make assumptions. You are a loser.
No one's there. That has been Clickbait. Internet has been solved for at least another week. When we get back from this quick break, we will find out what's happening in the world with your A.D.D news, and then in less than 20 minutes, get you on that standby boarding list so we can send you to the Reading Festival in England so you can see Somber and many, many, many others. I just looked at that lineup. It's actually unbelievable. Post that full lineup up on our Instagram so people can actually see what they're winning, because it's pretty incredible, obviously, talking about one artist, but you see lots and lots of bands there at a pretty iconic festival. We'll make that happen for you in less than 20 minutes right here on K-Rock.
Klein Alley Show. Mornings on K-Rock. Yeah! K-Rock.
K-Rock. Klein Alley Show. Let's get into your news. Then the brand new hour of the show will begin. The first thing we do is get you on the standby list so that you can board a plane, go over to England, and check out Somber and all the other bands that will be as part of K-Rock's, a part of the Reading Festival, which I've never been to, but apparently everyone says it's one of the best ones. Been around for a long-ass time. We get you there, making your life complete. It's all part of K-Rock's Mile High Club, and we get you on that standby boarding list in about 5 minutes. But first, this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D. News.
Donald Trump has a lot going on right now. He, started a war with Iran. He's launching attacks in Ecuador. There's a partial government shutdown. There's always the Epstein files that are looming in the background. But let's turn our attention to something else that he is focused on that is completely ridiculous and stupid. He's really, really fascinated and obsessed with a certain pair of shoes, and he is buying them for all of his staff, his agency leaders, different lawmakers, executives. He's buying these shoes and gifting them to people. They're $150. Like I said, they're leather Oxfords. It's a nice pair of shoes. But now he has gifted them to so many people that he sees regularly that all of the people he's gifting these shoes to are now afraid not to wear the shoes around him.
Oh, man.
Because they're like, well, I like
shoes.
the other shoes, but I have to wear the shoes that the president bought me. And if they don't wear them, he comments on it and goes like, wear the shoes. Have you worn the shoes yet? Did you get the shoes that I sent you?
Would they look nice or they're comfortable?
I mean, I'm looking at the picture and they just look like
good
brown leather shoes. I don't know. Apparently, they're decent. Obviously, you can spend more money on shoes. They're $150, so they're like mid-range. And I think the people that wear them like them, but it's the pressure that you have to wear the shoes around the guy that got you the shoes. And apparently, he's gotten so obsessed that he's now also guessing people's shoe sizes when he meets them. So he's like, you look like an 8.5, right? Let's send him a pair of Oxfords. And they're like, God.
Man.
So he's really into the shoes and guessing people's shoe sizes.
Are these men and women, unisex shoes?
No, they're just men.
Just men.
Yeah.
Just white men's shoes.
Though, as a lesbian,
you would wear them.
I would totally wear these shoes.
You gotta get Allie a pair of these Trump shoes.
Yeah, it's got this like kind of. I mean, at least the ones I'm looking at are like that light brown leather with those laces.
Maybe they're quiet. Like he doesn't like hearing people stomp around him all the time. So maybe they're like soft sounding. So maybe he's pretending. Oh, these are great. You'll love them. Put them on. But he just doesn't want to hear people clicking around all day. Yes. Maybe that's what it is.
What I find funny is that every morning these people wake up and they're like, God
damn it, all these shoes.
And if I don't wear them, he's going to say something again.
I know. There's something about when you get a gift from someone that you know you're going to see. Like, I remember growing up, my grandma would give us the absolute worst, clothing. The worst. And we would, and everyone knew it was bad, and we would throw it in a bag, and then...
Grandmas can't.
But then my mom, whenever we'd have to go visit her, she'd be like, all right, everyone, put on the stupid things she sent you. And I was like, are you serious? Like a sweater. I'd go to Florida. It was like 95 degrees of humidity. And she said, put that sweater on, she sent. I'm like, why?
Do you think she even remembered either what she got?
I don't think so. And I would show up there in a sweater. It was a hot. This
and she's probably like, "Why is my grandson wearing this stupid sweater?"
You sent me this, Grandma. She's like, "Well, I did. It's ugly." I'm like, "Oh, you picked it out." I don't know.
All right, Jack White has said some things about Taylor Swift and now he's clarifying some of those comments because, as you know, the Swiftie army is very powerful. And basically, at first, he had made a comment about how writing about breakups and your personal life is boring. Specifically, what he said was, it's become very popular in the Taylor Swift way of pop singers, writing all about their publicly aired breakups, which I don't find interesting at all. I think it's a little bit boring for me to write about myself. Even if I've had an interesting day, I feel like I've already lived that. I don't need to go through it every time I sing this song. He said, especially if it's something painful, he wouldn't put that big painful thing on stage for some idiot on the internet to stomp all over. So, of course, everyone's like, oh, you hate Taylor Swift. So now he has clarified and said, I didn't say that I think Taylor Swift's music is boring or whatever clickbait the net is trying to scrape together. What I was trying to say in an interview I did about poetry and lyric writing was that I don't find it interesting for me to write about myself in my own lyric writing. For other people, that works. Not for Jack White, though.
Yeah, look, everyone's got their own methods for writing songs, and some people, they go with this route, and others go deep, and someone that goes really deep is this.
Jake the Nerd got liquor stories.
Right? You got to really come up with...
Yeah, he's got all the liquor stories.
Nothing boring about that.
Let it ride.
Write about what you know.
Write about what you know.
And he said, I think when he made this, that he had no idea what he was writing about.
No, I don't like you.
I agree, Taylor. Well said.
And then finally, Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to be back on the screen. He revealed during a conversation at this year's Arnold Sports Festival in Columbus, Ohio, that he is in talks to return to 3 of his most iconic action franchises. So Conan the Barbarian is one of them. We talked about that. But also Predator and Commando. And it's interesting because, yeah, he's an older guy, but you look at these old clips of Conan the Barbarian and how muscly Arnold Schwarzenegger really was back then.
Right.
It looks weird. Like, you see him back then and you're like, oh, yeah, of course. That was like the era of like Fabio and all those big giant guys, right? But now in 2026, you're like, oh, my God, this guy was massive. And now we were just talking a couple weeks ago about how people don't want that Rambo-looking person anymore on the screen. They want, like, silky guys that are good dads. So it'll be interesting to see the rebound of big-ass muscly heroes.
He was like the original Liver King, and there were not a lot of specimens like that. And of course, so he was internationally. I mean, he was like the biggest, probably the biggest star on the planet for many years.
He was, I know. And then you look at the movies, and even when I was watching Conan the Barbarian,
and he was a terrible actor. For the record.
Like
just
he's
terrible.
not even saying anything. He's just lifting things.
But it was incredible. I mean, still.
But everyone's like, I can't stop watching. It's just so beautiful.
I didn't know when he was being a robot, or when he was when he was a Terminator or an actual actor. The lines were delivered almost identically.
Yes, and it didn't matter. You
didn't
were
matter.
Like, okay, I'll keep watching you.
Hey, caller 20. We're looking for you right now. 800-520-1067. We get your name on a standby boarding list. Hopefully we send you away to go check out an amazing K-Rock artist in an amazing land. This time you get to go to England, and we will grab your call after this.
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous K-Rock.
Somber gets you into a festival in England, and that is destination number 9, K-Rock's Mile High Club. Caller 20. I'll pick you up in a second at 800-520-1067. That'll be the 9th band and the 9th destination. Millions of miles, sending listeners all across the world to check out some of K-Rock's absolute greatest bands. Is this pronounced the Reading Festival?
I think it's Reading.
That's what I thought, too, but it's weird because the way that...
sounds so boring. A reading festival?
I can't read.
No kidding.
It's been written here as in pronunciation Reeding. Huh. So I don't know if that's Vanessa. It's got to be Vanessa because she's not great at...
I know you want to blame me, but it was actually Ricky.
Reading? It is reading?
Reeky.
Reeky.
Let's get an England person.
Let's get an England person.
Get an England person.
All right. Well, anyway, I always heard it as the Reading Festival for years,
I thought,
but it's been written out like we're so dumb around here we don't even know how to say simple words, so they write it how we're supposed to say it, and it's been written as in say it as an Reeding, which once again that would be pronounced reading. But
look, this is AI telling me, or Google or whatever, but it says it's pronounced Reading.
Of course, I know that. That's why I can't figure out what idiots around here.
You don't know how to read.
You're right. I don't read good. I don't read good at all. It's K-Rock with Klein Alley Show, and all that matters is your name gets put on that list. And if your name is Kristen in Irvine, congratulations. You are the 20th caller.
Oh, my gosh.
Hi.
I'm so excited. Hi.
Good luck learning the name of the festival before you get there. We call you on Monday, hopefully, with the good news to pack your bags. You're currently on a standby boarding list, and hopefully we send you there so you can go check out Sombra and many others, all right?
Thank you.
Hold on one
second.
second. Hey, excited to meet you. Hold on one second and get her name on that list officially. By the way, a lot of people angry on the GOAT line for a variety of reasons. I know there's a lot going on in the world now, so people are all fired up about a bunch of different things. And then there's people that are fired up about stuff on this show.
Hey, Klein Alley Show. Listen to the podcast. Loving the podcast. Love you guys. But I'm hearing Johnny being so nonchalant, like, I'll just show up and tell some jokes and boom, laugh jokes. But I think if he doesn't put effort into this and doesn't get some true laughs on material he wrote, that you got to give him an additional punishment. He's just being not cool about it.
Well, listen, I hope he kills.
He's sucking all the fun out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good point. And Johnny's going to try out another joke right now. Johnny will be doing his live stand-up comedy set this Friday at Jake's show, and he's forced to do this. He doesn't want to do it. Johnny does not like comedy, doesn't like comedy clubs, doesn't like laughing.
Ever?
I think that's what he said. But, Johnny, go ahead. Try another one of your jokes here. Let's hear this.
I am not much of a drinker, unless you count semen.
All right. That's a good joke. I like all this game.
Pause for laughter.
Yeah, that's good. All right. I think you're going to do fine, Johnny. Anyway. Johnny,
it'll be fine now that we're doing all the work for you.
Yeah. It's just like the show, really. All right. Let's get into a brand new hour right now. It's K-Rock with Klein Alley Show. Good morning.
Klein Alley Show. K-R-O-Q.
To be a good Samaritan is difficult. To be a Samaritan is easy. I think we've figured out how to be Samaritans on the show. That just means we just go through life.
Where you kind of almost help people.
Almost help. Well, to be good means you're going to go above and beyond to try to help potentially a stranger or make a situation better. And this morning...
I think we were good Samaritans when we rescued that dog.
That was good Samaritan stuff. I like it how we rescued the dog now. But yes, that's true. We did get the dog back to its owner.
My leash.
And Jake's leash was the real Samaritan in the whole story. This morning, Vanessa encountered a crime on her way to work. And she decided, a lot of people see crimes go down and they say, I'm just going to say nothing, do nothing, move on with my life. I don't want to get involved here. But she decided to step up and go from regular Samaritan to good Samaritan.
Do you think most people turn the other way?
Yes.
You think so? I don't think so.
I think most people think to themselves, what is the upside versus the downside? And I think most people's thought is, upside is I help out maybe, downside I get stabbed or shot or beaten up. And they go,
I think if you're smart about it, you could do it in a way where you're not going to be directly involved and put yourself in harm's way. And I think, most people... I would think would tend to do the same, the right thing.
Depends on what's happening, right? Like depends on what you see happening. If someone is like trying to steal a dog, let's say someone has their dog leashed outside of a Trader Joe's or something like that, and you clearly can see someone's going there to try to steal. Maybe
that's when you don't say anything.
That's when you just quietly go, something's going on out there.
Good riddance.
No, I mean that's when you would maybe say something, make a distraction. I mean, usually when people are trying to get away with something, they don't like anything loud that brings attention to what they're doing.
Well, but I also think it's the scenario of, are you the only person witnessing this thing? Because if you are the only witness, you feel more responsibility to do something about it, rather than if you see a crime take place at a theme park or in a group or something like that.
What happened this morning, Vanessa?
So this morning, when I was heading to work, it was still dark. I see this guy with a flashlight at the back of a Tesla, and I was like, I don't think that's his car, but it could be his car. But then he's looking at me, like straight looking at me. So I become like,
why did you not think it was his car?
I think it's my neighbor's car who I've seen, and he doesn't look like this guy.
What was he? Was he shining the flashlight into the car?
He was flashing, like in the back of the car,
looking to see if there was anything there worth taking. That's your theory.
That's my theory, but I don't know. That could be his car, but I'm not sure. So then he looks at me, doesn't say anything, and then I was like, what's up? Like, very confidently, like, I'm not scared. What are you doing? But there's nothing I can do.
Did you say all that out loud?
What's up? I'm not scared. Are you scared?
So that was your phrase you chose to use to let the guy know you had eyes on him? What's up?
Yeah, I'm not going to say, how are you? Like, what's up? Like, why are you looking?
So did he stop what he was doing and make extended eye contact?
He just, stayed looking. And I just, went to my car because I was like, this guy can chase me. There's nothing I can do. There's no one around. Everyone's sleeping. But then when I
So you were scared. Over, you were saying what's up to not
scared.
Appear scared, but you were scared.
Do not appear scared, but this is scary. When I pulled with my car, he was still there standing, and I was like,
So you did not...
I did nothing, but I'm pretty sure. Maybe I scared him with my what's up. Like, what are you doing, buddy?
Maybe I scared him with my what's up.
I was going to steal this car, but this child yelled what's up at me, and then got
it made me rethink everything about my life.
So you didn't actually... I thought you intervened.
I said, I think I saw someone break into a guy's car, but again... I don't know.
So are you going to, now if you see your neighbor and you know it's his car.
Oh, yeah, then I'm going to be like, hey, I think I saw someone break into
So you didn't
But there's nothing I could have done.
Well, I mean, I guess you could have called like the non-emergency police line and said, hey, I think there's a weird...
Who knows that? What's the number?
No one knows.
No one knows. We'll never know.
There's no way to look that.
There's no way to find out.
Should be like 912 or something.
I know it really should just be a universal number.
But you could have done you could have created a big. You could have sat there and hit your horn really loud. Like that's the thing. No one, as anyone who's committing a crime, they don't want any attention. So you start smashing your horn, Sure, you wake up a lot of people. It's early in the morning, but that person probably runs off, assuming they're not doing anything. Now, I a lot of times drop things in my car, and I'm constantly in my own car with my flashlight when it's dark outside. And I feel like I always think that people are going to call the cops on me because it looks shady.
Right.
But
everything at night just looks shady. Like in the morning, not in the 4 a.m.s.
Oh, guy running outside, totally normal. Guy running outside at 4 in the morning, crime.
Shady.
What crime? Especially when they're not in the weird jogging vest, when they're just wearing street clothes. Something's going on here.
You have tried to prevent car break-ins in your area. Didn't you follow a guy?
I've done a lot.
And you were crossing the street in different ways to trail him, and then what did you ultimately say to him?
I followed a hit-and-run guy, took a picture of the license plate. I've done all sorts of things.
No, but remember the guy that was trying to break into cars?
Yeah.
And
that was that person I gave a coat hanger to and helped them break into it. I didn't realize. I thought they got locked out of their own car.
No, you were what? You said the equivalent of what's up.
Yeah, I said, I yelled yeah, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, man.
Like
you and Vanessa should go fight some crime.
Vanessa.
Just yelling,
You say
what's
that
up?
with meaning. You say it with what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? Well, remember what's up with this? Well, remember when Johnny saw the guys on his mom's Ring doorbell trying to break into Case's house? And
I think he did a what's up.
And he did. Yeah, Johnny, what did you say?
I was peacocking. I was like, what's good? What's up?
What's
good?
There's a lot of different ways to threateningly say what's up.
Apparently, that's all we got.
And all these criminals are like, everyone's so friendly. I'm robbing them blind. And they're just saying, what's up? Hi.
Yeah, all three of us have the same approach.
Well, hello, sir.
Yeah, but we say it a little dipper.
Yeah,
what's up?
A little dipper.
A little deeper with
That's not even deep. Give it one more shot.
Yeah, what's yours, Vanessa?
What's up, bro? What's up?
Ooh, that one was scary.
Yeah.
So, all right. So no crimes being committed around these parts because you'll get a what's up, a loud, aggressive what's up at you. All right. There you have it. Well, I don't know if we've intimidated anyone. 818 says, after hearing this, I'm going to go commit a crime now because I know that nothing will get in my way. All right. Well, now
so true.
We've unfortunately done the absolute wrong thing. Back in a second. More show after this. It's Women's Month. Let's find out if women have a chance against AI technology. It's Woman vs. Machine next.
K-Rock Mile High Club. Your favorite K-Rock bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 9. Climb around the Abbey ruins. Pretend you're a ghost from the 1400s while hunting the Thames River Walk and looking for the nearest pub. When you see Somber at Reading Festival in England. August 27th to 30th. Also featuring Florence and the Machine, Charlie XCX, Fontaine's DC, Role Model, and more. Listen every hour from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your chance to get on the standby boarding list, courtesy of Warner Records.
Hey, this is Somber. Keep it on K-Rock to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
We are a Klein Alley show. Oh, that's Sublime. Hold on one second. Sublime, wait your turn. We got to save society first, then we'll get to your song. I'm sure we haven't played that on K-Rock in at least 6 minutes. That'll be
that
coming
man
up.
loves women.
He does love women. And whores and Ensenada, as we learned from that song.
Yes.
You can go ahead and hear that coming up in moments. That'll be your next song on K-Rock, in case you're wondering. Sublime Ensenada. Right now, though, we try to save society in a very special woman's edition of Woman vs. Machine. Nope. This machine is on
what
its
a
last
tribute.
legs.
These buttons are whooping your ass today.
Man, they really are. I don't know what's going on. Everything was all set up. Ever since this thing traveled to Colorado with us, it came back. It's all busted up now.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, how old is that machine?
Very old. Let's see if this works. There we go.
There we go. You know, that machine is basically a representation of how you live your life, which is...
cluttered, not updated.
Cluttered, full, overflowing, no more storage.
Sometimes working, oftentimes not. It's time now to get inside the brain of a female, which is a dangerous place to go. And in this particular round of Woman versus Machine, it is AI answering questions that everyone has always wanted to know about women. Allie, you are a woman. You should know the answers to these questions. So I think you'll do very well against AI. But AI, as you know, is billions of points of data to give us the right answer. So the first question, you get a chance to go toe-to-toe with the robot. And the question is, what is the best way to defuse a situation when a woman is spiraling or emotionally
This is a great celebration of women, by
This
the
is
way.
how we're celebrating
How do you calm
women.
down your psychotic wife?
That's not the question that was asked, but that's a great way to phrase it.
But you came up with the questions, right?
The questions are very common questions that people have. And the first question is...
About women?
What is the best way to diffuse a very upset woman?
You mean chill the bitch out?
That's right.
Chill the bitch out!
Okay. I thought these were female-centric questions, not just questions on how to deal with women.
Allie, are you going to answer? Are you not going to?
Now I'm upset.
How do we calm Allie down? We got to chill this bitch out.
How do you make me angry? I know how to answer.
Allie, do you have an answer, or are you just going to sit there and stare at us?
So if you are if you're in an argument with a woman and you want the situation not to escalate,
okay,
here's what you do.
Very sexist.
You obviously have to say, I know you're upset. I totally get it. I probably would be too if I was in your situation. I know that you're upset and you have every right to be. I also don't want to fight. So why don't we take a little moment? Why don't you go take a hot bath? Treat yourself. You deserve it. We'll come back in a minute and we'll have more of a level-headed conversation.
So you're supposed to create space, take some time.
In a loving and validating and, empathetic way.
That's what Allie said. This is what the female AI said. Same question. What is the best way to chill a bitch out?
Validate my feelings first. People calm down faster when they feel heard. This doesn't mean you agree with everything. It just shows you acknowledge my emotions. That's right. I'm crazy.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. AI even said that. That's insane. All right.
As soon as the AI is a woman, she's just off the rails.
Apparently. All right. So that's interesting. So you guys both kind of said similar stuff there. Validate the feelings. Yeah. And Allie threw in take a bath, which feels a little sexist, but I think Robot gets the point round one. So congratulations, AI.
So I sounded sexist, but not the robot?
That's right. Because that's AI. You can't argue with AI. It doesn't have any emotions. Question 2. Jake, this is a good one for you. Because when you get mad, a lot of times you yell out, I'm fine, it's fine. You know when Jake always has his tantrum?
It's fine.
Yeah, that's what Jake yells whenever he's mad about stuff.
That wasn't when I was mad. It was when you kept pressing me about a relationship.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Right, you were yelling.
It was fine. It was a fine relationship. It was fine.
Until it
ended.
Yeah, and that's fine, too.
Yeah, what was fine?
It was imploding.
That's why the question we have, which is a big one now, is what does a woman really mean when she says, I'm fine?
Oh, when she says
the rest of your argument that you had last night? Or?
That's all right. I've turned into AI to solve my arguments. So when a woman says what Jake says, which is...
It's fine.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. What does it really mean? We asked AI. What do you think?
It depends on the inflection. If she says, I'm fine, it means, no, she's not. But when she says, I'm fine, it means, no, she's not.
I notice
you're in
no
danger.
difference in what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
if she says it's fine, it means she is. If she says it's fine, it means she's not.
That's not what I said. Listen, lady.
Oh my God! I'm gonna snap your neck in half.
If she says I'm fine, it means she's not. But if she says I'm fine, it means she's not, and you're in danger.
Do these not sound identical to you as well?
Yes, he's not.
But that's not what you said.
Yeah. All right. This is what AI said. Once again, so Jake, your answer is I'm fine does not mean ever fine. That's what you're saying?
Yes, and you're in danger.
This is what AI says.
Means I'm upset but don't want to argue. Basically, it means I'm not okay, but I don't want to fight about it right now. This often happens when I'm tired, overwhelmed, or don't think the conversation will go well. Like I said, I'm crazy.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so once again, I think the point goes Robot on that one as well, because that at least makes sense. She's saying that I'm not okay, but I don't want to necessarily get into it right now, so I'll just say it's fine. Sweep it under the rug.
I mean, that is pretty accurate.
Last question is for DJ Omar Khan, because I don't like the way this is taking a bit of a sexist turn, and it is Women's Month. And listen, I've got 2 sisters and 2 daughters. My whole life surrounded by women, estrogen coursing all over the place. I can't escape.
I stereotype my sisters and my daughters and my wife.
Spent years at Playboy. All right, just surrounded by women. I get it. Omar, here's the serious question.
Yeah.
Okay, what is something that we asked AI? What is something as a woman you would like every man to understand about what it's like to be a woman?
Oh, it's going to be something that's period related. I want you to understand, my one time a month, that I'm bleeding from the hoo-ha, and it's not fun all the time.
That's how women speak.
Uh-huh.
I learned that.
Something about the rag.
Okay. We also want you to know how hard pregnancy is.
I'm bleeding from the
You have
hoo-ha.
no idea.
Yeah.
I don't think a woman has ever said that phrase in the history.
I feel like Vanessa has said that.
Yeah. Right, Vanessa?
Hoo-ha. She does like to say that
What
phrase.
do you think about all this, Vanessa?
I'm offended. I hate this segment. This is woman versus machine. We asked the robot AI technology, same question. What is something you would like every man to understand about women? This is what the robot said.
I am too cold to answer that right now.
Oh, okay.
Can I please get a blanket?
Jesus
now I'm
Lord.
too hot.
Okay.
What the hell do you want from me?
Okay.
Do you have any chocolates? Forget it.
Okay. All right, great.
It's fine.
All right, robot gets the point on that
323 said, I'm fine equals I'm starving, you're worthless, and I don't love you.
one. Yeah, I feel like that's a good answer. Right
It
there.
is much better.
All right, well, happy Women's Month.
It's that time of the month.
I feel like this whole thing backfired in so many ways. And I didn't even get on the right Sublime song, so that's my fault. We'll get to that, I'm sure, coming up on K-Rock. We are Klein Alley Show. It was Woman versus Machine, a runaway hit, clearly.
World famous K-Rock.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
K-Rock.
K-Rock, we are Klein Alley Show, and some people do not think this is a comedy show. One of those people is Vanessa, who's told us many times we don't do comedy well. And on Friday...
I said that once, and it really hurt your feelings, but I specifically said that to Omar.
You said it to all of us.
You said you guys are not good at comedy. Come up with something new.
Let's rewind the tape.
We've heard it. We've heard it many times.
Let's rewind
you
it.
guys are not good at comedy, is what you said, the producer of this show. But it doesn't matter.
Which is an accurate thing.
Because
to
on
say.
Friday, Jake the Nerd is going to attempt to do a stand-up comedy show at a bar. It's free, and all the information's up on our Instagram. And Postmaster Johnny is forced to tell 5 minutes worth of stand-up material. He's never done it before. I don't think it's going to go great because I don't think he's got the right sensibilities for it. But he is going to come in here now and let us know what progress he's made in attempting to write some material.
You just knocked over a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Everything funny he's done today has been accidental. He's just tripped over some trash can or box on the way in here. So, Johnny, you can start at the beginning, and I know you've been working on some material that you'll maybe be doing on Friday at your live comedy debut.
Good night. No hope.
And whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and wow us with your comedy stylings. I know you were working on inflection and pauses and all that stuff.
Okay, ready? White people go to therapy. Mexican parents don't do therapy. If you tell your mom you're depressed, she's like, depressed? You ate today? You have a bed? Go sleep to the floor and see if you're still depressed. That's funny, see? That's actually true.
I don't see why that's...
What's funny is that he's just discovering it for the first time.
I wanted to be surprised by these, so I wanted to really take
It's
it
good
in.
for a comedian to be surprised by their own material.
Yeah.
Start at the top, Johnny. You're skipping jokes now.
Oh, I'm sorry. People think I have gay face, and I am offended by this. How can anyone even see my face with the balls blocking my chin?
Okay.
What? Was that a laugh in the background?
What was that?
What's that shadow of a laugh? It's like a ghost girl laughing.
It's not a great joke. It doesn't deserve a lot of laughter. That's all it gets. I'm trying to set Johnny up for what he's really going to hear at the show, which is one person who's drunk.
Do you want to get the crickets?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Those are my crickets.
Those crickets are saving up.
That's my crowd.
The crickets are saving up their energy for Jake's set. Jake's the big closer. Jake's doing like an hour or something like that.
25 minutes.
Jesus Christ, that's going to feel so long.
I know.
All right, Johnny, whenever you're ready for your next joke.
Okay. I am a Gen Z. People think that my generation is lazy. I haven't gotten around to writing a punchline for this joke yet.
That's a good one. That's
pretty
good
witty.
for you.
Oh, we got two of them.
Now two ghost children.
All right.
Let's go.
You're
Two ghost goats.
You're getting the crowd on your side. That's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I am not much of a drinker, unless you count semen.
Yay.
All right. I think that'll go over well.
Okay.
That's funny.
That's good. Now you're getting a few people.
All right. They're coming around.
Okay. I am not very smart. I have trouble with words. Except my favorite word, the N-word.
Whoa. Johnny, Jesus. That is
Why is that racist ghost laughing?
That's a wow.
Put you between two black comics.
That's a very
Oh my God.
Yes, please.
That's a very edgy joke. You're going to tell that on stage?
Yeah.
Wow. Are you going to read the next part?
It says right here in parentheses, say the N-word 5 times and drop the mic.
Oh, my God. Johnny, that is going to be some set. Man, I can't wait.
You should do that in the middle of your routine so that you have to pick it back up again.
It's only been...
Excuse me, I still need this.
It's only been 1 minute. All right, well, Johnny's live comedy show is going to be, I'm sure, amazing.
Memorable.
Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on K-Rock.
Yeah!
K-Rock.
I tried to prove the point earlier today that if you ever go to a liquor store, you shouldn't just stand there quietly in line. Ask the person in front of you if they've got a story, because most people that you encounter in the many liquor stores we have in Southern California have great stories, and we tried to prove that, and we have a brand new round of liquor stories.
Jake the Nerd got liquor stories. Yeah, he's got all the liquor stories.
Let it ride. So earlier, Jake ran into a guy that was involved in a police standoff. And this is just a guy he met who was buying cigarettes and Red Bull. And wouldn't you know it, Allie, he was in the liquor store for a total of 15 minutes before he ran into...
What are you doing? It's Moist Joyce to you.
Well, I can't believe I ran into you at a liquor store.
There you go. I'm buying my lottery tickets, trying to get set for life.
Oh, cool.
What are the odds?
I'd love for Joyce to get set for life.
This is not her standard hang, but he did run into Moist Joyce at the liquor store where Jake was collecting a round of liquor stories.
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Hey, what's the most interesting story you can tell me about your life?
Oh, my gosh. Growing up around Studio 54 in New York.
And what about
for
it?
the wild disco times.
And
there was coke everywhere, fun everywhere. The bathrooms were co-ed. It was wild times.
Who knew that Moist Joyce used to be a party girl? I mean, if you hear these stories...
you can't hear it in her voice?
Well, no, I guess I should have realized that from her voice. I didn't know if that was health-related or party-related, but now it's clearly was party-related because, listen, Jake just said, what's your best story? And listen to this.
You ever do crazy
Sometimes. With it being bathrooms, a little weird. They weren't private, so...
Tell me a story that one night at Studio 54.
And nights at Studio 54 were great because they'd let us in because we were girls, so no problem. And then people would buy us drinks. And
you think she used to be really hot, Moist
totally.
Joyce? You do?
Oh, yeah. She was getting everyone moist back then.
Really?
I bet she was a bombshell.
You think so?
Still is.
Jay, try to find the picture of Moist Joyce back in her Studio 54 days, because now she just walks around with that walker.
Oh, yeah. Next time I see her, I'll ask her.
Yeah.
We'd get crazy. We'd have our Coke and snort it up, and it was awesome.
Wow. Listen to that. What a life Moist Joyce was living back at Studio 54.
They were wild and crazy. It was great to grow up in New York and Long Island around those times.
Sure.
On Long Island, they used to have boating. You would go to one club along the shore and get in a boat, and they'd take you to another club, and they'd take you to another club, and it was awesome.
Wow. What a life.
Man, that's worth all the health problems that she has now.
Moist Joyce, who knew?
What'd you buy today at the liquor store?
Oh, I bought lottery tickets, and I won a few scratchers. They're awesome.
Oh,
that's
man.
awesome, too.
Best thing about these liquor stores, besides the liquor and the lottery tickets, they have a whole wall full. It's like walking into a casino.
Oh, no.
Full of scratcher boxes.
How much you win, Jake? Did you ask her what her grand total was?
I didn't ask her how much. No, she didn't say.
So she puts...
I mean, she's set for life. She won.
She
didn't
puts
say anything.
scratcher lottery tickets in the category of awesome, and she also puts doing
Studio
cocaine in co-ed bathrooms at Studio 54 also in the category of awesome.
I want a list of 10 things that Joyce finds awesome.
Man, that is Moist Joyce. That has been another liquor story with Jake the Nerd.
Jake the Nerd got liquor stories.
Famous. 106.7 K-Rock.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D. News.
I've eaten seafood for the last 3 days in a row, which concerns me now that I'm learning of a seafood norovirus recall. This affects seafood sold right here in California.
You've eaten seafood the last 3 days in a row?
Yes, a lot.
What happened? You bought too much tilapia or something like that?
No, it was just like, oh, Sunday night, what do you want for dinner? Sushi. Okay, let's get sushi. Then the next day, we all went out to lunch, and it ended up being a sushi place. And then last night, We went to dinner at a place, and it was like, they're famous for their seafood. I was like, okay.
I don't consider sushi seafood. It's different.
How is it not seafood?
It's different.
Literally fish from the sea.
I don't know. Seafood I think of as like you ordered a piece of fish or something.
It's fish, not fish.
It's different.
That's true, Jake.
So
Jake makes a good point.
Allie, this is my point. If someone said, what are you in the mood for tonight? And I said seafood, people would be like, what? But if I said sushi, all right, I'm with you. It's totally different.
I don't see a difference whatsoever.
Oh, my God, drastically.
What?
Drastically different.
So when you say seafood, you're thinking of like Red Lobster?
Yeah. Like I want to go get
you're getting like halibut?
Halibut. I mean, I would never say that because I'm never in the mood for seafood. Pina fish. That's right.
That's seafood.
That's what I'm in the mood for. My inner thoughts coming through on the radio.
That Dr. Seuss classic, Pina fish.
I don't even know what that's from, but let's delete that immediately. Let's delete that immediately.
I don't think we need to know. So this recall applies to shellfish, specifically clams and mussels, but they warn about any cross-contamination with other seafoods or shellfish and all that crap. So if you experience diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, stomach pain, fever, headache, and body aches, contact your doctor where they will tell you to do nothing.
Right. Because what can you do at that point? Just stop eating it, I guess.
Just keep vomiting until there's nothing left to vomit. And then you're going, oh, there's nothing left in my stomach. When will this end? And then eventually it does. And you move on and you eat seafood for another day.
You say to yourself in that moment, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
You have that little chat with yourself.
And then someone's like, the seafood is great here. And you're like, all right.
What the hell? It's been a week.
All right, George Clooney has a very successful tequila brand, Casamigos. Now he is ready to expand on his success. But George, you might say, no one's drinking anymore. Liquor companies are sitting on a lake of unconsumed alcohol thanks to Gen Z. Well, thankfully, George is one step ahead of us, and he is investing in non-alcoholic beer. This is, I think, the next thing that celebrities are all going to be doing. Because, there was a time when it was like every celebrity has a fragrance. Now every celebrity has a liquor brand. Every celebrity now is going to have a non-alcoholic beverage. Yep. And his is called Crazy Mountain. It's a premium non-alcoholic beer. It's a lager targeting health-conscious consumers and designed for people who want a healthier lifestyle without sacrificing the taste, the ritual, or the camaraderie.
Oh, they shouldn't call it Crazy Mountain then. I mean, they should call
Not a very crazy mountain.
Yeah, totally sane mountain.
Boring mountain.
You're going to have 19 of these things. You're going to be exactly like you were when you started drinking. Crazy Mountain should be for the alcohol that's got a lot, one of those high 10% alcohols.
But I think that's why people like it. Like, I'm not drinking an O'Doul's. I'm drinking a Crazy Mountain.
Right. You still have some edge to you.
Yeah, this is George Clooney's Crazy Mountain.
Bone sober right now.
It's like the same people who drink Liquid Death. It's not water, it's Liquid Death.
Right.
It feels like it has an edge to it, even though it's, quote, healthy. And they have two different flavors, original and lime, and it's $28 for 2 6-packs, which I feel like is kind of expensive. Because I thought non-alcoholic beer, the benefit was, yeah, there's a little less calories if that's something you're concerned about, and it's cheaper. Now it's not going to be cheaper.
You're saying a 12-pack is $28?
Yeah.
And the cans are just regular 12-ounce cans?
$28 per 2 6-packs.
Seems very high.
65 calories per 12-ounce can.
Imagine how annoyed you'd be if you bought that accidentally. You're like, I am not catching even a slight buzz.
I've been that person.
I know. Because that is the biggest problem now is that, for a while.
I bought Corona.
The fake
looked exactly like the original.
Remember the time all the fake water guns were looking too realistic, so they made every fake water gun have giant neon caps on it just so that people would know this is a fake gun. And then as a kid, you're like, this sucks. No one's going to think my water gun is real.
My gun isn't realistic and cool.
But they need to put those same neon caps on all the fake beers because what's happening now is, and I saw the can, and I could easily see, and especially now as more and more products are going non-alcohol, some of them are very confusing. Like, very.
How is it being labeled non-alcoholic confusing, man?
Because the labeling
is... They make it small, Omar.
Small, Omar, and the section...
That little 0.0 is, off in the corner.
Everything needs to have a big neon cap on it, like the fake guns did.
This won't get you drunk.
Right, because I'm telling you right now, you look at this can, this Clooney can, it looks like any other...
well, that's what it's supposed to look like.
It's supposed to make the people feel like they blend in.
Right, I get it, but stop it. It's confusing.
They don't want to be, let me just remove this neon cap with my teeth.
That's right. People are confused. By the way, speaking of beer, Allie, this is an interesting message that was on the GOAT line about Jake and his beer selections. And as you know, Jake drinks non-alcoholic beer, I think, 1 month of the year. Other than that, he drinks all alcohol beer.
Hey, good morning, Klein, Allie, Sweet Gibbs. It sounds like you guys had a great time up in Breckenridge. Sounds like it was amazing snow. It was fun listening to Friday's broadcast. And my biggest takeaway, Jake, you order Budweiser when you're out. What the hell? There are 8,000 microbreweries in the United States.
I mean, for someone who claims they're a beer lover like Jake,
There's some good ones in Colorado too.
It was interesting that we were at this restaurant. He asked to see the beer list, and they have a bunch of little beers and small ones. And this one, he's like, Budweiser. It just seems like it's almost like he's lost all credibility as being a quote beer guy.
Especially in Colorado, where you tap the Rockies.
Yeah,
that was at the airport before we got there.
That's a good point. Still not a reason.
And then finally, science has proven a long-standing myth. Klein, you might be happy to know this. One thing about you: most days you wear a hat, even though you have a full head of hair. Mm-hmm. And there's this, long-standing myth that if you wear a hat a lot, that it could thin your hair or make you go bald. It's kind of like this catch-22, right? Because then if you're bald, you want to wear a hat all the time, but then you're wearing a hat all the time, so you're losing even more hair. According to a dermatologist, this is not true. And they say that the myth that wearing a hat will bald you is incorrect.
See, I've heard that, and I believed it to be true, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit to the point where I wear a hat sometimes in the morning just because I don't feel like putting any product in my hair.
And we've told you really don't need the product anyway.
But I freaked out about it because I remember, Beer Mug was very bald, and he wore a hat all the time. But you never know. It's like is the horse pulling the cart or the cart pulling the horse? You didn't know what was the problem.
I think he is the horse.
Oh, he's the horse. Oh, got it. Now it makes perfect sense. Yeah, I didn't know. I always freaked out about that because we've heard that our entire lives.
Yeah.
Like, you wear a hat. I don't know if women think about this,
but it makes sense to me that if you're constantly covering it up and flattening it, that maybe the follicles would start weakening. Obviously it's not true. So
there you go. You can, all you baldies out there or non-baldies, just go ahead and wear your hat or hide your shame under a hat. Or
Klein's the only person getting more hair as he ages.
I know. It's unbelievable. People go to Turkey. Forget about the Turkey. I need to go to Turkey to get some hair removed. It's too much. Into in a moment.
K-Rock Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous K-Rock.
Let's kick off this hour by getting you on a standby boarding list. Send you over to England. Check out Somber, and all you have to do is be caller 20 right now at 800-520-1067. Get you on that standby boarding list so you can be a part of K-Rock's Mile High Club, destination number 9. We'll do that, then we will help you live forever this hour as well, because we have a brand new Old People Secrets. People still discussing last week's Old People Secrets. A lot of speculation as to exactly what was said last week during the Old People Secrets, and people like to translate old.
Hey, podcast listener here. Sorry, I'm a little behind. I don't know if this has been figured out yet, but the old lady is saying, just don't let things bother you too much. That is what she's saying. 100%, I am sure of it. Divots.
So listen, Sweet Divots came to us from an Old People Secret. Last week we got a very interesting Old People Secret that we weren't exactly sure what it meant, but this guy says that she's saying don't let things bother you too much, and I don't know.
Don't let things bother you too much.
When I hear it like that, you know what? Now I finally hear it. It's crazy. I couldn't make anything of that until I heard him translate it. So that's good old people advice right there, and we've got a brand new old person that's going to try to help you live forever, and we will share that with you in a few moments. If you're looking for eternal life or the fountain of youth, you may have found it right here at K-Rock. But before we do anything else, let's go ahead and make someone's life instantly better as we say good morning to Jordan in Long Beach. Hi.
Hey.
You are caller 20.
No freaking way. Nice.
Your name gets added to a list now and means you're a step closer to hopping on the plane, heading over to England for some Reading and some Somber. And hold on one second. All right, Jordan, congrats.
Thank you very much.
You're very
I believe
welcome.
they have proven that travel and seeing music performances and life experiences like that will help you live longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we just helped him live longer, potentially.
So congratulations. Even just the excitement, the jolt of winning and getting your name on a standby boarding list is a step in the right direction. So in a moment, we will give you the gift of eternal life. And then if that's not enough for you, we will get you tickets to see John Mulaney this hour as well on K-Rock.
Klein Alley Show.
K-Rock Klein Alley Show. The gift of eternal life. There's always the argument. Stand more, sit more, drink more. Don't drink coffee. Drink more red wine. Don't drink it all. Drink
moderate exercise. Don't exercise too much. But if you don't exercise enough, you're going to die early.
Need olive oil. Need fish oil. Need
protein, creatine, all the teens.
All that stuff. All the teens. Pull that clip from Allie.
Oh.
Very popular. Problematic. So there's a lot of advice out there if you want to live forever. And then there's that dude who's on Netflix who apparently has figured it out because he's done all the biohacking or whatever. But then there's the real answer, and that's from the old people. The people that turn old and then immediately give us advice like this.
Just don't let things bother you too much.
That woman's 197 years old, and she gave us that bit of advice. And we've got a brand new old person secret, and this one is rare because this is from a guy.
And women statistically live much
Way
longer than men, and I would love to see the stats on how many women we do versus men, because I feel like we've only done a handful of guys.
And when we get a guy, an old people's secret is like he's 82. This particular guy is 104, so we're about to get a brand new old person secret from, I believe, the man that is the oldest living man in his town in the history of the town. It's time for Old People's Secrets.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid, they call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right. Let's live forever with sweet Dibbit.
Sweet Dibbit.
Time for some old people secrets.
Just don't let things bother you too much. That's right.
Add her to the intro. She's that good. All right, let's meet this new old guy and figure out how we can live forever.
Just as the year was turning to spring, the little village of Spruce Head came together to celebrate one of their own, Edgar Post.
Edgar Post is 104.
Who is now 104 years old.
So that tells me that you mean an awful lot to people around here.
Well, he's the oldest man in town.
So this is where, unfortunately...
Everyone's fighting for that will.
Right. He's sitting there, but everyone else is doing the speaking for him. So that's what's going to happen probably throughout this.
Friends and neighbors stopped in to cheer him on.
No cookies?
Yeah, you made it. Yes.
Everyone's shocked. Wait,
Did
what?
he say he said no cookies?
Someone showed up, and he's like, no cookies?
No cookies?
Yeah, you made it. Yes. I brought cookies.
Oh, she knows the deal.
He's like, if you're going to stop by, bring more effing cookies, bitch.
Yeah.
Right there.
Good.
I brought oatmeal raisin. I know you like those.
Oh, God.
The worst cookie.
It's
Old people love oatmeal raisin, though.
God, they just love it. It's like raisins were gold back then.
Well, I think
it was the sweetest, most delicious thing.
Right. It was like that or turnips or something, so they were with raisins.
Damn.
But also, I think it makes them feel younger because raisins look all old and wrinkly, whatnot, too. So that's probably why.
It's me and a cookie.
It's me. Yeah. I'm looking at myself there.
We're told it happens several times every day. People just drop by to check on Edgar. He has become a beloved figure in Spruce Head, the place where, except for wartime, he has lived his entire life.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Used to have to walk to Rockland, and it took us quite a while.
I believe
No wonder other people are speaking.
Jesus. That's, I would imagine.
Quite a while for me
I was
to...
going to be drafted anyway, so I enlisted in the Coast Guard because I thought I'd be more helpful around the boats, and I'd be more, I wouldn't be quite so homesick either. And a week, Doc.
Holy.
Saipan in here.
Really?
Really?
This guy.
This is how the war ended. They just got bored to death.
Really? Oh, God.
Really? Wow.
This is like some story.
It's like you're learning why everyone else speaks for him at the beginning.
Well, I wouldn't be quite so homesick either.
He's getting played him off.
Play him off. You got to play this guy off.
You can't fight an old man story.
No, you cannot.
They can tell it like nobody else.
And you know
when you
that-
get caught in one too, you're like,
Oh, yeah. You're like, there's no getting out. And
No,
if
you
you
can't get out.
And if you trip them up because you try to move it along,
they'll start over.
They will start over. And then you are right back at the beginning.
Because then sometimes they go so far that they've lost their place.
I know.
And then they get back.
You got to go all the way back to World War I again? We were almost at the end of World War II. How did we get back here?
Well, I wouldn't be quite so homesick either. And a week, Doc, Saipan in here.
Really?
The war got over September, and I wasn't notified that it was over.
Because no one wanted to talk to him.
Started lobstering and, took up where I left off. I helped my father that winter, and then the next year I had my own boat again.
Now he's not even saying words.
He's, he's just got to be thinking to himself, we will edit this before it goes to TV, but they didn't edit it. They let that whole story.
They let it all go.
And then the next year, I had my own boat again. I loved it ever since.
Yeah.
Well, up until I just quit. They like to get together and tell about the news of what's going on.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That was an answer. I don't even know what the question was. It was like one of Allie's questions during the interview. I don't even know where it started.
News of what's going on.
What is going on?
No one knows.
Not quite
Don
sure.
says he asked Edgar the standard question for the secret to his long life.
He did not.
Oh,
At the end of that story, he walked away.
They ran out of tape.
Don't worry, I got the rest.
Yeah, I had my own boat again. I loved it ever since.
Okay. He's got his answer now, Allie. What do you believe it is? This is his secret. If you want to live forever so you can tell a long story like that, what is the secret according to Edgar Post, a 104-year-old man?
God, I don't think he eats anything processed. I think he's like good old farm food.
Farm foods from the ground. Ground to mouth.
If he's lived in that same small town for his whole life, that's probably what he was doing.
Right. All right. Never had a chicken nugget in his whole life.
Or seafood, Klein. He's a lobster man.
It's a lobster man. I think you said that at some point.
Yeah.
Omar, what's his secret?
Yeah. I think he's going to ramble on and on and on, and the reporter's just going to give up
And
and
just
say,
going to leave. Okay.
Yeah.
That's an interesting guess right there as well. Jake, what is his secret?
Just gotta have a toy and have a good time. See, walk around the boat.
Oh, no.
And then you sit there and
No, we're in another one.
That's what you do.
Right.
This is like when Jake talks about his bands he goes and sees. Same thing.
And that band was a good band. I had a good time dancing.
All right.
Band.
All right.
This is going to be Jake when he's old.
Jake in 1 year.
They were called Cousin Uncle.
It's going to be Jake.
I'll play you a song. If you want to hear a song, I'll play you one.
This is going to be Jake this summer. All right. Thanks,
What
Jake.
about Vanessa?
Vanessa, what's his
I was
secret?
going to do the same thing as Jake. He took it.
Oh,
You
Jake's
guys can
still
do it at
going.
the same
All
time.
right.
Cookies.
All right. Here's his secret if you want to live forever, according to old man Edgar Post.
He never smoked, never drank, and always worked outdoors.
There you have it. He didn't say it, but they put words in his mouth.
He definitely didn't say any of those things.
And since the story began, Edgar Post is no longer with us.
Oh, 818 said, I feel 104.
Jesus.
After listening to this man.
Quick break. Back with more show and more answers to that question from Edgar. He's only halfway done, Allie. More Edgar Post after this.
K-Rock Mile High Club. Our favorite K-Rock bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 9. Climb around the Abbey ruins. Pretend you're a ghost from the 1400s while hunting the Thames River Walk and looking for the nearest pub. When you see Somber at Reading Festival in England. August 27th to 30th. Also featuring Florence and the Machine, Charlie XCX, Fontaine's DC, Role Model, and more. Listen every hour from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your chance to get on the standby boarding list, courtesy of Warner Records.
Hey, this is Somber. Keep it on K-Rock to win.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text injury help to 40222 for a free case review.
Look at Postmaster Johnny sitting here in the K-Rock studios. He's got a brain on him, apparently. The guy claims he went to college, graduated 2 different times, I think. The same diploma, though, right? But you got it 2 different times? Is that right?
I think so, yeah. I don't really remember. I graduated during COVID, so it's like that era is like a little hazy for me.
Oh, my God, that explains so much.
Maybe you didn't graduate at all. Is that possible?
No, because I remember my final paper for both those eras was a bitch to do.
What did you write the paper on?
I couldn't remember, but I did it so well. I got a 95 on it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it. He's good at writing.
Thank you, Vanessa.
It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know. One question and a brand new theme song that Johnny was nice enough to put together.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't even know.
That's right. That's great.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't even know. Let it ride.
I'm liking this more and more.
I think you're onto something.
You really screwed up kind of the syllables in there.
Sure
We
did.
weren't really sure what to do, how to space that out.
Johnny doesn't know on K-Rock. Your categories in this round of Johnny doesn't know could be, you get to pick your category. You want to go with medical abbreviations. That's one of your choices. Russian provinces, calculus, Amish traditions, or, the moon.
Oh, the moon. The moon.
I'm going to go with
I wrote a paper on the moon in college.
the moon. Say hi to Alex and Almonte. Alex, you have a chance right now to win yourself some tickets to Hollywood Bowl as part of Netflix's A Joke to see John Mulaney. And all you got to do is predict, will Johnny know or not know the answer to a very simple question about the moon. Are you ready to go?
Yes, I am. Bang, bang.
All right.
Bangers.
Here we go, Johnny. When you are ready, you need to finish this very famous quote about a man who walked on the moon, who said the following: "That's one small step for man." Will Johnny be able to finish this quote, yes or no? Alex?
I say yes.
Okay.
Wow. I thought you were going to ask him if the moon's made of cheese.
Oh, man. Johnny is lactose intolerant.
What is that?
He would not have even wanted
Really?
to talk about that.
Huh.
Johnny, can you finish this famous quote about the moon? That's one small step for man. Alex says yes, no problem. You got this. If he's right, he wins his way into the Hollywood Bowl for some John Mulaney.
Yeah, Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong.
What are you saying?
Neil Armstrong.
The quote is,
The
that's one small step for man, Neil Armstrong?
Oh, you're asking for the rest of the quote.
That is the question. Finish the quote. That's one small step for
man, one giant leap for the mankind.
Try it again.
One giant leap for the mankind.
For the mankind.
For the mankind.
For the mankind, not the womankind.
Just the mankind.
I'm going to say that even though you butchered it a little bit, it's pretty close to your role. So, Johnny, congratulations.
Yeah, all right, Johnny.
Hold on, Alex. You win yourself some tickets right there. Hold on. You'll be at the Hollywood Bowl. Now, Johnny, you've got your comedy debut happening on Friday.
Yes.
Have you been back there during the show today working on more material, or are you expecting Allie and I to write all of your jokes?
I'm practicing on my delivery. I'm really off on that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to really say it.
But also the writing of the jokes, you're failing
It's funny that he's terrible at delivery when he's postmaster.
I know, but yet he has no ability to do any delivery.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
It's a male joke.
Mail joke.
He's working on
Are you going
stuff.
to try to memorize these jokes, or are you going to do them off of like note cards?
Is there a teleprompter?
No.
Whoa.
There's no teleprompter at these?
Yeah, all these comedians memorize their material.
Well, because they lived it. They just raw dog it, too. So
they don't raw dog it. There are people who work on their jokes for months, sometimes years.
Jake, give us an example of one of the jokes you're working on for Friday night.
Oh, we've been getting examples all show. It's painful.
What?
You're the big headliner.
All right, here's my impression of a stoner doing Shakespeare in the Park. Do be or not do be? What was the question?
Oh, my God.
I didn't know we could do impressions.
Johnny, you'll be fine. I didn't know we could do impressions.
Jake, I'm going to give you a little bit. Maybe you want to move Johnny to headliner.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to open.
What do you think?
If that doobie or not doobie joke is your...
Is that the beginning or the end of your set?
Is that like a real... Is that a real joke you're working on? Or?
It's pretty good.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Glad it's free.
Oh, man. I should pay people. This is Tame Impala. Klein Alley Show. Don't hold it against us on K-Rock.
Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on K-Rock.
Yeah!
K-Rock.
Shout out to Bangers. Checking us out on YouTube where we are streaming every day. You can find us there. Find clips of the show there. If you're not already checking out K-Rock's YouTube, please go there and check out the show. Also download the podcast wherever you get your podcast. Search Klein Alley Show. And then search a little bit more because it doesn't come up easy. But thank you for the continued effort. This Friday, I think, is the day that Allie and I went on the LA in a Minute podcast with our buddy Evan Lovett, and I think he drops that episode on Friday. He may even stop by to hang with us. I'm not sure if he can squeeze into his schedule. Very busy man. You'll hear all about the inner workings of the show and maybe some things you care about and a lot of things you probably don't.
Vanessa said she kind of cared about it.
Yeah, Vanessa got a sneak preview of the episodes, and she learned all sorts of things about us, and she found us to be much more boring than she used to. So thank you.
You enjoyed it, didn't you, Vanessa?
I learned new things. I was like, ooh, shocking. And then also some things I'm like, is this a lie?
Were you surprised when you found out that Allie and I used to have a sexual relationship?
I I was super shocked.
Yeah.
We cheated on each other with our now wives.
Yeah, we'll go into that in detail. It's a podcast you're not going to want to miss. We break down all of the inner workings of the show, and it'll be a real bore for most people. But if you like the show, maybe you'll enjoy it, and that'll be on Friday. And thank you, Evan, for having us. So hopefully we'll share the links when that becomes official. Takeaways from today's show, and then we'll get the hell out of here, give you another chance to hop on that standby boarding list with Sluggo. And you'll be getting that opportunity at 11 a.m. sharp every hour thereafter all day long. All right, takeaways. What do we got?
818, my takeaway is cigarettes and Red Bull are a great combination.
Oh, yeah, the official dietary feast of any liquor store, cigarettes and Red Bull.
213, my takeaway is what's up? What's up?
What's up?
Someone reminded us on the text line that what I said, I did say what's up when I intervened with a crime.
And then it got so much worse.
One time I told someone to keep stepping out the neighborhood when they were looking through cars.
Keep stepping it out the neighborhood.
Stepping out the neighborhood. That didn't come out the way I thought it was going to sound in my head. But yeah, that was another one of my tough talks.
650, my takeaway is Arnold Schwarzenegger is too old to get pregnant.
Can't get pregnant anymore. That's why Junior would never work as a reboot. It's ridiculous.
213, my takeaway is check your seat backs for rappers before going to a dealership.
Yeah.
And 310, Johnny likes to tell unfunny and racist jokes.
Oh, terribly unfunny.
818, Moist Joyce was a Studio 54 bombshell.
Apparently.
And 213, my takeaway is Klein can't read good.
Can't read good. I try, but it's just hard to read. Jake?
402, one small step for man, Neil Armstrong.
One small step for man. He said his own name. Name drop. Jake, you have a takeaway from today's show?
Yeah, there would be no Coolio without Kid and Play.
That's a good point. You only learn that by listening to this show. You hear that, Coolio? You wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Kid and Play. Allie, you have a takeaway?
Yeah, my takeaway is I want everyone to know I have a period out my hoo-ha.
That's right.
That was my takeaway, too.
Well, good, then you know it.
Hey, we learned
Which
that.
is what I wanted.
We learned that from Omo.
All right, chill, bitch.
All right, everyone relax. Allie's getting all fired up again now.
I'm fine, guys. I'm fine.
We know what that means. Thanks for hanging out today. We'll do it again tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, there's a GOAT line for you. That number is 844-956-GOAT. Comments, critiques, and criticisms. Tomorrow we will unload GOAT, make room for your messages. Stick around. You get some Sluggo and some more K-Rock all coming up after this very catchy jingle. All right, bye.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't even know.
Okay, that's not the right one. That's the wrong
Goodbye.
jingle.
Johnny doesn't even know.
It's the end of the show.
Trying to do all of our jingles. This is the one we want.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Klein and Alley, it's just okay.
Wow.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Just okay. Do-do-do.
Klein Alley Show.
It's Klein Alley Show. K-Rock.